Mr. Primetime.
I feel like I was just here.
It looks like you were just there.
Cheers to our new coach.
To a new coach.
An official celebration with you.
A new time of Jet football. Thank the gods.
Feels nice not to be a laughing stock. Like, this hire is universally accepted, universally liked. I mean, not to say it's going to work out, but at least for a couple months we can breathe easy and not be a laughing stock and have some hope. So,
you know what's funny? It's like, if you're a Jets fan that's angry or questioning things today, take a step back, man, and just enjoy life for once. Like, listen, everybody could say it's a first-time head coach, all this stuff. Take a minute to research everything he's done, his background, his coaching philosophy, the way he presents himself, the outpouring of players, his former players that are all vouching for him. Joe Staley, Richard Sherman, DeForest Buckner. I mean, there's so many of them, dude. Like, it's just, and you know what? I'll be honest. I got to give the Jets credit. I got to give Joe Douglas credit, Chris Johnson credit, because this wasn't a guy they're familiar with. We were all talking about Martindale and Peterson, all this guy. This wasn't a guy that was on a radar necessarily, dude. It was a candidate they had no familiarity with. They sat down, they worked it out. They had to negotiate a little bit. And by many words, he was one of the highest touted candidates out there.
Yeah, and not just that. I mean, we'll eat some humble pie tonight. Like, we were upset with those wins. We thought the Jets were going to have to go outside the box to try to convince, one of their top guys to come here. Saleh was clearly a top guy on a lot of teams' radar, and they were able to seal the deal. I mean, I was confused why they let him out the building in the first place when that happened. But they got him back and they got the deal done. So,
well, I got dirt on that, but I'll save the dirt for our next show. Okay. I got dirt on all that, but listen. Urban Meyer was a perfect example of what having number one pick does. Having number one pick gets you Urban Meyer. It gets you all the top candidates. Once you don't have number one pick, a lot of those guys go back into hiding. Matt Campbell, Fitzgerald, you don't have, like, let's just call it what it is. But of the choices that you had, when they had their initial list go out, a lot of them weren't very inspiring. Marvin Lewis, I was like, oh, don't do that. I don't want Jim Caldwell. Arthur Smith, who went to the Falcons, a candidate. But what we talked about the whole time was this team has no identity. We have no face to the franchise. We were a bunch of zombies, lost, dazed, and confused. Right now, you have an identity, dude. And we all, like, listen, a fiery personality, passionate, intelligent, well-spoken. Like, he's Rex Ryan, but not as reckless. Yep. Like, he can actually give you intelligent philosophies, breakdown, talk about teamwork, talking about a diverse coaching staff where I know my weakness. I'll cover my weakness by hiring very good coaches. Yep. Like, his hiring serves so many purposes. Dude, how about this? A recruiting agent for free agents. Like, free agents will want to come here now. Like, there's so many trickle downs of this hiring. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, CEO type leader, like you said, a guy like Rex, players are going to run through a brick wall for. That's exactly the opposite of Adam Gase, which is so refreshing. And also bringing over LaFleur too. Somebody that can handle the offensive side of the ball. I mean, what more can you ask for right now? So
and it's just like, you think about it this way too. It's like, look who he's learned under. Now, he won a Super Bowl with Pete Carroll, but the Legion of Boom. So he worked with superstar athletes. He's not competing over his head. And more importantly, he got along with them. He worked well with them. Unlike Adam Gase, who ran everybody out of town, guys are like, you know what? This coach got the best out of me, dude. And they're talking about, like, all pro players, Pro Bowl players. This isn't like, Joe Smith, that's a third string running back. These are high level guys that in this day and age in the NFL, you want superstars to play with you. That's the first thing. Second thing is, dude, he sat and watched Kyle Shanahan, a coach both of us love. He watched him run a team under adverse situations, injuries everywhere. They never quit. They won games they shouldn't have won. He watched him develop that offense and had a coach against it in practice. He saw all the different things he did. So he has a feeling, okay, listen, I know what a well-coached team is. I know what a well-coached offense is. I understand what a winning program is. He's firsthand seen it all. So, dude, it's impossible to not be excited, man. It is.
Yeah, and I don't even care. It's the defensive side of the ball. I mean, we were looking for a CEO type, a leader type, somebody that was going to be hands-on in all phases of the game. I know you mentioned the quotes that he was bringing up about, hiring guys that are kind of opposite of what he is, which is perfect. And that's what you want. I mean, Adam Gase, it seemed like he was bringing in guys that kind of just fit what he wanted to do. Yep. Like Dowell Loggins, he was a puppet. Todd Bowles, same thing. He hires defensive coordinator Casey Rogers. He was a puppet. It looks like Saleh's kind of going to do the opposite of that. So I'm excited, man.
No, it's definitely exciting. Like I said, he has a plan, he has a vision, and it's like, listen, like I said, if anybody's down on this or trying to find faults in it, like the thing is, well, if you hire a defensive coach and your offense is good, your offensive coordinator is going to be gone. Listen, if Mike LaFleur makes Sam Darnold a Pro Bowl or an offense top 3 for the next 3 years, and he leaves, dude, let's just get there first.
That's a great problem to have.
And what a quality coach does, he grooms people underneath him. You have that quarterback coach. You have that pass play coordinator. The same thing that Mike LaFleur is now. The guy underneath him should fill that same role. So what happens in San Francisco when LaFleur leaves or whoever leaves, next guy moves up? Like it's that's how a well-run organization functions, man. Like you can't worry about, well, if we're good, this is going to happen. Let's get good first. Let's get there first. Like let's not worry about down the line. Let's get to 2021, a competent, competitive football team where we can be proud of it again. Like now you can sell tickets, dude. Like we're all buying it. Like I'm excited. We're fired up. A lot of it makes sense. Dude, it's hard to be fucking mad about anything.
Not today. Nope, not today.
It's crazy. Yeah. Like it's just, so, and it was so weird because I tried to watch the media coverage today, and it was like you put on WFAN, and they're talking about James Harden, they're talking about Mayhew, they're talking about Bills Ravens. I'm like, you cannot be more tone deaf. And this is why podcasts and YouTube channels are all doing well, because the New York media is so focused, they were all over the place. Yep. Like this hiring was monumental for the Jets, man. Like, and the NFL is key. Like, you want to talk football and you want to get all the takes. Like, I would have had on San Francisco insiders and all these guys. It was just.
Yeah, our beat reporters didn't break anything, so
they didn't do shit. You know what? And you almost want Saleh to come into his press conference wearing a t-shirt, dude. Like, don't even wear a suit, man. Like, come in like a gym shirt, like half sweaty. Like, dude, I'm ready to go. Because he's going to win the press conference. He's going to ace this press the same way Rex did, dude.
Yep.
Because your players, you already saw Mekhi Becton. You saw who was it? Who had one?
Quentin Williams.
John
Franklin Myers. Yeah, a lot of guys.
Like they're all ready. Once he does this press conference, we're all going to be just like after the Rex one, chomping at the bit. They can't wait. Let's bring on practice. Let's bring on all this stuff.
Take out one of ours. We'll take out 2 of yours. Yep.
And it's going to be, and I think he's going to be educated enough to not do the same shit Rex did, where it's like he made it a comedy show where it was like, oh, I'm going to fire all these spicy quotes. I think his approach is going to be genuine. It's going to be spirited, but it's going to be, listen, we're here to win football games. He's going to hold people accountable. This isn't going to be a traveling circus. Like that'll be the one difference between him and Rex.
Yeah. A mixture of passion and discipline also. So I'm excited for it, man.
And the other thing I'm curious about is that with a coach like this, that is like a culture guy, he's going to bring in guys from his past to play alongside him, to be his leaders, to be his captains in the locker room. So automatically you think, all right, is Richard Sherman one of those guys? Yep. Like what of those guys will be his voice in the locker room? But the difference is the guys he's bringing in aren't going to be like Balazs from the Dolphins or a Frank Gore. No disrespect to Frank Gore, but he is what he is. You're going to bring in legitimate guys that are going to be like really rally the troops and have a lot more to bring to the table, I think.
No, absolutely. And you have the opportunity to do that because, he has that reputation. Players want to play for him. And you have the cap space to pull it off also. So this shouldn't be, a 3-4 year rebuild. They can turn this around pretty quick with the resources they have. Yeah.
So I give the Jets credit, man. I give Joe Douglas a lot of credit. They got their guy. This is the guy they wanted. And that was perfect. And listen, I wasn't real high on Arthur Smith. Some people were. I was kind of like, it was kind of a letdown because
that was Steve's guy.
But it was like, you got to look at the full picture, man. And this team, this is exactly what we need. We need a jolt of electricity. And it's like, all right, now we're all fired up. We all bought in. We have an identity, a face of the franchise. And it's like, he'll be the face of the franchise. Whoever you draft first round pick, it's not going to matter. He's going to be front and center, man. And he can handle it. He's already embracing it. He wanted the job. Yeah. And how many times did somebody say that they actually wanted to come here?
Yeah.
He had choices.
That was nice to hear. And like you were kind of saying, I mean, it makes you worry less about the quarterback position because you feel like no matter which direction they go in, they're going to get it right, or that they're making the right decision, whether it's Sam, whether it's drafting a quarterback. Like, you trust the people that are here now to get this right.
Yeah, I have a lot of trust in him, LaFleur, and I think they're just very educated, man. Like they're smart football guys now.
And even what you were saying on Joe, not to cut you off, but even what you were saying on Joe Douglas, I mean, the fact that he just met Saleh on Friday and felt comfortable enough to hire him, like he wasn't looking for his guy. He didn't, disregard the process and go back to Peterson. Yeah. I mean, he had a chance to go back to Peterson. I mean, he had the connection with him from the Eagles. No, he stuck with the process and they hired the best guy. So I give credit to him, credit to Chris Johnson for closing it.
And that was the one thing where that's the one thing they said, whereas like, Doug Peterson, he came in too late in the process where they already had a feeling of where they wanted to go, and they stuck with it, dude. Like, no fucking Peyton Manning phone call, none of this other shit. It's like, listen, Joe Douglas, this is your guy. You guys all bought in. You're on the same philosophy. And like, dude, he's a defensive line guy. Joe Douglas, offensive line guy. They're all about the trenches. That is the most important thing. That's how you win football games, right? Like this is like a lot of like philosophically, it makes sense. They're on the same page. You believe in the same things. Dude, I think this is fucking awesome. It really is. Like people are trying to shit on it today. I'm like, dude, wrong day, wrong time. This is the right guy for this team right now, hands down. Because if you brought in, if you say you brought in Arthur Smith or somebody that gives you the ho hum introductory press conference where you're like, oh, all right, well, you know, go team, go. This guy's going to command attention. Like, listen, my team, like, dude, it's what we need. It really is. This is how you change a culture, dude. It's like that instant, that energy like that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I want to know more about, Saleh, the X's and O kind of guy. Yes, he's the rah-rah guy. He's the intense guy, which we love. But Greg Williams kind of had a little bit of that too. And what did that necessarily translate to on the field as far as wins? Players wanted to play for him, apparently. But, did it produce anything? Not really. So, who does he surround himself with? And, is he able to get the most out of players? Is he able to be a disciplinarian? Like, he still has a lot to prove. But, he's got that background where it's like every player that's played for him, they love him. He's a defensive mind. He's bringing guys that are respected offensively. So for now, there's nothing to complain about.
And I think too is that he also makes adjustments, dude. He adapts. Adapts, adjusts, does all kinds of things like that. Where how many times we say Todd Bowles never did it, Adam Gase definitely didn't do it, and the players all talked about it. Like Sherman talked about it. They all like, listen, man, like guys are dropping left and right. He would change his scheme during the game. Like, all right, you know what? This ain't gonna work now. Plan B. Boom. Let's go. And what did Kyle Shanahan do, dude? They went to third, fourth string quarterbacks, and they're doing things. So Mike LaFleur was there for all that too. So listen, it's not – we have no idea, but day one, it's going to be excited, open-minded, and let them figure it out, and let's go. Like, that's it. Like, like the defensive coordinator, we saw all kinds of names, whether it's Chris Richard or Aaron Glenn or an older guy. Dude, let's go. But I'm just positive, man. Like, it's time to move on and be excited about things for once. There's no sense to keep shitting on everything, and you can't do this and you can't do that.
No,
like you can do whatever you want now.
No, we were saying last night. I mean, like we've been negative for so long. We don't enjoy it, but we're not going to also come on here and bullshit you guys. I mean, the state of the team for the last 10 years has been pretty shitty, and this is the first time in a while we've had some like real genuine hope about the team heading in the right direction. So enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like usually when you hire, like when the Gase hire was a fucking mess, and we called it a mess when it happened. When, Todd Bowles was a reputable guy, we all liked him because he was a good guy, high character guy, all this stuff. But this hiring here is getting renowned praise, saying, wow, the Jets got their guy. Like, this guy is arguably one of the best candidates out there. Brian Daboll, you have to watch out for because you got to wait for him. Eric Bieniemy is becoming a concerning for him because there's the same rumors about him this time that came out last time. He just doesn't interview well. He's under, he under kind of undersold himself a little bit as a, I guess a game, I don't know, game manager. I don't know what it is. Yeah. So we'll see. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited as fuck.
No, me too, dude.
So yes, I am drinking. Congratulations on your show last night.
Dude, you gotta go back and watch some of that shit.
Fuck, man.
You have no idea the chaos that went down. We tried calling you like an hour into it, no answer.
Dude, Thursday is my worst day of the week, dude, by far. Yeah. The worst.
I was defending you though. People were ripping you in the chat for sleep. I was like, nah, he works 3 jobs, he's tired, Dude. I woke up because my dad and Jay texted me like 45 minutes after I went to bed. So I was like, all right, now that I got the news, I'm not going back to bed. So I turned on the live and
I woke up, my phone had a gazillion messages, all this shit. I'm like, what the fuck happened on Thursday night? And I was like, wow. I'm like, primetime stepped it up. I'm like, dude, what time did you go to bed? What time did you wake up?
I didn't go to bed. Once I got home from work today, I went to bed for a little bit. I woke up like 10 minutes ago, which is why I'm like still fucking tired right now. So I'm mixing coffee and my Bud Seltzer lemonades.
I'm cranking down Truly's like a madman. So we'll go to all of these comments. Thank you guys for joining us. Congratulations, everybody. We made it, man. Like, this is an accomplishment where it's like we're turning the corner, we're turning the page with a candidate we could all buy into. Like, seriously, we could all buy into this one. If you can't, then just, I don't know. I really can't help you. What's up, 0.5? No crazy press conference this time around. I think this press conference, we're all going to walk away fired up, man. I really, he's going to blow us all away with these quotes and just that level of integrity and that passion. You're going to see it. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait for this shit.
It's going to be very similar to Rex. I think you're right.
Yep, I definitely think so. Tyson's liver is so shrunken, black and dead. If you put your ear up to his side, you hear what you're talking about, Willis. Okie dokie. How soon do you think they're talking about Sam? I'm sure that was part of the conversation when they hired him.
Sure it was. Yeah.
They're gonna have to. He has to have a vision. He had to sell a vision, but you had to see he was so well researched, man. Like, he breaks down things to like a whole different level where he was obviously prepared. What I'm curious was how he did so many in one day. Like, he left the Jets went down to Florida and did the Eagles the same night. Like how he had all those plans prepared for all these different teams. That's pretty impressive, man.
Yeah. Well, they said, I think for a couple of years, he was the quality control coach wherever he was. So, I mean, I guess that's involving like a lot of detail.
Yeah.
So,
first time watching you guys where we have been excited about something before. Yeah, you ain't kidding, man.
We started doing this week 1. So
we were excited about Gase getting fired. So that was something we were excited about.
That's true. We were excited when Henry Ruggs caught that pass.
Yeah. Will be funny seeing Sherman playing in front of a lot of fans in Revis jerseys. Yeah, I mean listen, man. I wouldn't mind Sherman. He's a little bit later on in his career, but he could probably be a guy that helps implement his defense and get the culture in the locker room changed around a little bit.
Yeah, we were talking about that last night. Guys like Bart Scott, Jim Leonard. The way Rex brought those guys over, this would be the same thing.
And those were leaders though. Like really, Gase never did that other than Gore, which is whatever. But usually the day you get hired, you bring in like 3 or 4 of your captains. Like Jim Leonard and Bart Scott are the perfect examples of that. Saleh's gonna do the same thing, dude. He's gonna have 2 prominent guys. Like, these are my guys. That's the way it was.
Mm-hmm.
Tyson, I was happy you weren't around last night. Time to get back on my hype train.
A lot of positive Sam Darnold talk last night.
There's a lot going around right now.
I don't know how that happened, but
I'm sure it was you. Exactly. This guy strikes me as a pure winner. I've never felt this good about a hire. It's hard to not be encouraged, man. It's really not. And I'm telling you, like, it's more than just his little hype videos on the sideline where you see him going crazy. Listen to his interviews. I watched a bunch of his interviews today.
Yeah. But you know what? That is a part of it, though. Because we were all tired of, staring at Gase, looking at the play sheet, or, sitting alone on the bench and all that, like not communicating with players. This is going to be the complete polar opposite of that. And that just gets you excited as a football fan.
They say he runs the stadium stats before every game. Awesome.
That's cool.
Aaron Glenn for defensive coordinator. I wouldn't mind that at all either, man.
Yeah, him or Richard getting talked about a lot.
I would love to get Richard, dude. He is such a good coach.
Yep.
They are both smiling at the same time. Is something wrong with my screen? You guys, what you guys saw last year was the worst of me and Kevin. Like that was the worst of us. Like that was rock bottom, anger, fury, disgust.
Hopefully we're never back to that point.
Now you're going to see the happy side. We could crack jokes and be positive and talk some shit. Saleh used to play tight end, so he knows a little bit about offense too. Yeah, he does. That's true. Listen, man, I'm excited. Definitely excited. Oh, excuse me. I'll be more happy when I start seeing wins. Listen, man, we got rid of the stench. Now we can build up our new blossoming flower now. It's like this is step by step. But for day one, we're happy.
I understand the fans that are still going to be in that boat that they want to, see the results first, but we still have a long way to go before we're playing games, and we've been miserable for long enough. I think this is clearly the opposite of Adam Gase, so it gives you, some reasons for optimism.
All right, we'll do a shotgun prime time for Saleh.
I might have to wake my ass up. I'm fucking tired right now, man.
And you guys worry about not getting one of the best candidates. I mean, listen, he's a top candidate. And a lot of the names that everybody was talking about, Campbell and Fitzgerald and Coward, all the guys were off the list to meet with number 1 pick. So from the candidates that were available, this was the guy we all liked. And that one Tuesday show we did, we all were saying the same thing. And we're pissed they let him leave. But this was it. I mean, of what was available, it's an excellent option.
Yeah, you wonder if they were picking first if, Campbell or somebody like that would still be available. I'm not, a guy that was, intrigued by Urban Meyer at all, but definitely Campbell, Cow, or somebody like that, I think may have been on the table, which would have been completely different. But it is what it is. We got a guy that's universally liked, universally respected, so I'm not going to complain.
Saleh was going to take DeMeco Ryan, but 49ers going to retain him and promote him to defensive coordinator. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I mean, I have confidence in who he's going to hire on the defensive side. If anything, I'm real curious about, obviously, LaFleur is going to be coordinator. I'm curious about quarterback coach, offensive line coach, how they develop that staff there, special teams coach, where do they go with that? But, I mean, that's cool. I think you both, it's a shotgun for celebration.
I'm willing to do a shotgun.
Let's see. I'm not a Sam guy, but you keep him 1 year and see what happens. There's a lot of that going around, too. Orlovsky said this was big. Thought this was the biggest hire. I mean, it's been positive everywhere, man. The days of the LOL Jets are over. Can't wait for 2021.
Excited to see the fan base fired up too,
dude. It's so nice, man. Dow Logan's joining us. How's it going, boys? We're doing much better today, man. Thank you.
Much better than you, I think.
Thank you for your efforts, clown. Let's see here. Tyson, you can only pick one, Saleh or Lawrence. Who are you taking? Are we doing this already now? Jesus. Can't we just enjoy? Listen, I'm going to take the coach, man, because that's what we have, and it's not realistic, but that whole scenario. I'm not going down this path already. Jets will be a dynasty, and will have their own stadium. You heard it here first.
I'm not going to go that far yet. But
no, dynasty.
Let's make the playoffs first, and then we can talk about the dynasty.
Can we break 500 first, and let's go with that?
I like the optimism, though. I share that with you.
You guys are more exciting to watch than the product the Jets organization puts on the field. Hopefully that changes this year, man. Hopefully this all changes now.
You got to watch last night, dude. Some of the shit that was going on.
Let's see. Niners fan here. The one thing about LaFleur was that he was the passing assistant. McDaniels handled our run game, which was our bread and butter. Interested to see how he handles the run game. What I've read so far about him is that he's all about the run. Like he's very... It's like a run first kind of not run first, but a run prominent offense, but that allows the passing game to build off of that. I mean, I don't know what you read.
Yeah, I kind of read the same thing. They work a lot of play action off the run. I guess talking about the draft picks, it seems like based on this system, if it's coming over from the Niners, that it would fit Zach Wilson better than Justin Fields, apparently, or Sam Darnold better than Justin Fields. Yep. So that's kind of interesting. But
that was the one thing I saw. Everything was like, wow. The minute they saw LaFleur like Zach Wilson's his name was written all over it. And I'm like, well, I mean, that's fascinating. Which
to me suggests probably trade instead of,
I think so too.
Because even if you do want Wilson, I think it would make sense to potentially trade down because, Fields and some other guys I think would probably be going in the top 5.
What's up, guys? Glad to see you guys happy again. Hopefully we stay this way for a while. Like we get through like the press conference, free agency. We actually enjoy some things.
Coffee tasted different this morning.
Yeah.
Breakfast
tastes much better tonight.
Yep.
Niners fans really putting Saleh over strong on last night's stream. Listen, the one thing, really cool thing is a lot of 49ers fans have reached out to our show just to say, hey, man, awesome this, awesome that, share their opinions. And almost, I'd say 95% were all positive. Like, dude, you guys got a great coach. Like, he is like a rising star in the NFL. He's going to bring a lot to the table.
Yeah, we had a couple Niner fans that joined us last night. I mean, they were all excited, for us about having him. They were sad to lose him, but, they were universally praising him and, the players that love to play for him. So it was cool to hear all that.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Joe D came through also. Glad LaFleur is coming too. Let Joe D, Saleh, and OC decide Sam's fate. It's going to be an organizational decision, man. Listen.
You wonder now if the reporting structure is going to change at all. Because I know Chris Johnson kind of dangled that out there. This kind of seems like a situation where it would make sense. First-time head coach. He's never been a head coach before. Let him report to the general manager who's picking the players. I think this is the time to do it, but we'll see if they do.
I'm curious to see what questions are asked at the press conference, if they discuss the reporting structure, if they discuss the length of contract. His contract is longer than Joe Douglas's now, which is interesting.
Yep.
A lot of different things going on with that. Yep. But
the play calling as well. I mean, is he going to be calling the plays defensively? A lot of questions.
And that's something that, if you're the CEO guy, you say, no, my defensive coordinator is going to call the plays. I'm going to oversee everything. Is he like that? Or is he going to, like where Gase was like, no, I'm not calling him. So from laughing stock to the hot stock. Thank you, Joe Douglas. Listen, we're excited too, man. Let's see. I don't want Rex Ryan as defensive coordinator. Players are going to want to play for the Jets. That's the hope, man. That's exactly what you're hoping for.
Yep, players are going to want to come here, and you have the money to get them here too. While a lot of teams are kind of strapped for cash, so you're in a good spot.
Yeah, absolutely. That's an important one. Solomon Thomas might come with him since his contract is up at the 49ers. Yeah, anybody at the 49ers with an expiring contract, listen, look at them all. I'm sure he's going to have at least 2 or 3 of his guys come here, at least.
Yeah.
So, but the other thing too is you're hoping that LaFleur is a good recruiter too, which people say, I want to play in his offense, because now you look at it where if you're Allen Robinson, how are you going to sell Allen Robinson to get here? Or Chris Godwin, if we're saying it's a run prominent offense, that's not exactly music to Allen Robinson. So I wonder how the sales pitch is going to be on offense to get like some of these receivers in here.
Yeah. No,
other than a shitload of money.
That's a good point. Well, if you're trying to get guys that want to win, I mean, Allen Robinson seems like he's a team player, guy that wants to win. So you hope they'd be able to lure him or even draft a receiver, do one of each. I mean,
let's see. Let's go Jets. Hope we got it right. I believe so. Let's keep the positivity going. Dude, I agree, man. Completely agree. Hi, guys. This is Sebastian. For all French guys here, Saleh is effing good news. What's up, man? Sebastian, how you doing?
Sebastian?
Got the international fan base is excited too, which is always a good thing. Prime time.
Oh, good.
Yeah, good.
Now, to say shout out really quick to Ryan, who sent over another care package, some awesome stuff. Joe Klecko autographed helmet and picture frames, awesome stuff. So thank you, Ryan.
Well, there's more to that now because I didn't get it yet, but I'm getting one as well. Yeah. We're also going to be doing a fundraiser. So for all you guys, stay tuned. We're going to be doing a fundraiser with the proceeds going to be going to the Marty Lyons Foundation and the Community Food Bank of New Jersey. So stay tuned. We got some autographed shit we're going to be doing.
It's awesome.
Yes, sir. We're always doing stuff here, man. We're trying to help people out, you know? But thank you to all our international viewers too, man, because we're getting messages from like France and Germany and Ireland and all kinds of shit, Brazil. So, Saleh, remind me of Cower.
You didn't even read Jay's comment.
Oh, fuck. What did he say? Oh, prime time. I hate you and all your friend Jack Daniels for ruining my workday today.
He got convinced to do several shots towards the end of the show last night. So
you got to learn, man. That's a rookie. It's a rookie move there. Yeah. Rookie move.
Yep.
Remind you of Cower. Listen, he's a young coach on the rise, man. We'd be blessed to get a Cower. Let's see. Win one game first. Here we go. Let's fucking go. Any Jets fan has to be happy today. You have to be, man. Have to be happy. But now, primetime, do you think that there's going to be any kind of playoff mandate? When they ask Chris Johnson about what the expectations are, what is he going to say this time? Has he learned his lesson?
How do you have a playoff mandate with a first-time head coach? So what, if he doesn't make it, he's fired?
I'm just asking how he's going to handle it. Chris Johnson doesn't handle these things well, dude. He always fucks these press conferences up.
No, yeah, I get that, but there's no way there's going to be a playoff mandate. I don't know how he's going to answer it, but, talk about wanting to see progress, step in the right direction. But, I mean, even Parcells his first year, he didn't make the playoffs, but he took a team that was, 1-15 and brought them to, what was it, 8-8 or 9-7?
9-7.
Yeah, so should be similar for this year.
I love this hire. Do you think this Kyle Shanahan-style offense will benefit Chris Herndon or should go to free agency draft? Chris Herndon's not going nowhere, man. Like, he's under contract, so you can keep him.
Yep.
Hopefully they can resurrect him.
Yeah, and he was a 4th-round pick, so he's not even making anything.
Yeah, he's getting tired of the narrative that Meyer was the best hire. This was the best hire by far. How did Nick Saban work out for Miami? Meyer will be gone in 2 years because of something.
Well, I tend to think so, too, to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of Urban Meyer. I wanted nothing to do with that.
I wanted nothing to do with him, but his resume is ridiculous, dude. Like, his winning resume and shit like that. But I just think his personality, his style, and I don't think he's in it for the long term. I think 2-3 years he's out of here. Like, there'll be something that conveniently comes up and he won't do it.
And if that's the case, I think players are going to see through that. So getting guys to buy in for him, I don't think it's going to be so easy.
Nope, I agree.
And you wonder also, like, the things that he's kind of throwing out there about all the quarterbacks. I mean, I think it's probably just smoke.
He's full of shit.
I think so too. But
toughest decision of my life. Yeah, how hard is it, dude? Trevor Lawrence, fuck off. Like, Urban Meyer's a drama queen, dude. That's what he does.
I know.
Saleh doesn't need to have a plan for every team he got interest from. He just needed one team fitting his idea. I'm hyped and can't wait for free agency and the draft. What's up, Sasha? Out in Germany, I think. No, I mean, you got to present specific information for each team you go to. You can't give, Jeffrey Lurie a vague blanket vanilla statement. Oh yeah, I think this. You have to cater it to the team that you're going to. So you got to prepare for everybody.
Yeah, there's always discussions about the state of the roster, and I'm sure the quarterback position would have been discussed with the Eagles. What are your thoughts on Wentz and Hurts? Yeah, how do you want to handle that? So I mean, he had to know a lot about that roster going in.
Off topic, a buddy of mine has an unused ticket to the last home game at Shea Stadium. Worth buying and how much?
Check eBay.
Yeah, that's the first thing you do.
Yeah, check eBay, see if there's anything on there and like what it's selling for, and then
the condition it's in too.
Yep.
That's definitely off topic. Now we're giving memorabilia advice now. Let's see. Robinson will come because the Jets will be one of the few teams that can pay him. It's true.
Money will talk. Money will talk, especially this offseason. Money will talk.
Is it too late to name my son Joe Douglas? Get a dog. Name your dog that if you have. Go get a puppy. When is the press conference? It's not. I'm almost sure it won't be over the weekend because the NFL doesn't like it to conflict with the playoff games.
Yeah.
So
expect it to be Monday. I would think Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah. Yep. Are we doing the Bills game tomorrow night?
Yeah, why not? Not doing anything else.
Works for me.
Doing the UFC before it?
I don't know, man. I don't think we're gonna do both. We may just do the Bills game.
Or we just turn it on for the main event, maybe.
Godwin is a local kid. The appeal may be playing in New York for him. Listen, get them both. Make a big move for a wide receiver, please.
Yeah, if you could get both, then I think that gives you the option to kind of move on from Crowder. Now you have two guys that are here for the next 3 to 4 years. You could still have the option to draft another receiver, and you still have Mims in place.
Pro Football Focus said Fields is the best fit for the 49ers system.
Really?
I saw it was Wilson. Maybe I saw something wrong.
Yeah, I've heard that Fields needs to do, a little bit more like RPO style. I mean, he's a little bit more mobile, and Niners kind of ran their system through Jimmy G. He wasn't really running too much, so I don't know.
I made my own dry rub and cooked ribeye using Primetime's exact recipe. I even did the butter. It came out great. Wife loved it. Thanks,
there
Mr.
You go.
Primetime.
There you go, Tim. Enjoy it.
Cooking with Mr. Primetime.
Doing some good here.
Tyson, did you see that Dana White had a talk with Khabib today? I did. And they're hyping it up too much now. So something's going to happen. The way they're using all like the videos and all that stuff, they're up to something. I know how they work. Let's see. Sign Robinson and Godwin. Get Devontae Smith. Jesus Christ. That'd be some catch.
Be down with that.
I'm pumped up. Most excited I've been since the playoff win over the Pats in 2010. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, what have we really had to be excited about? I mean, going into week 17 maybe with Buffalo, but that was short-lived. Bowles didn't really inspire much. Gase obviously didn't inspire anything.
So what's primetime cooking tomorrow? Will you be doing a cooking segment during the Bills halftime?
Yeah. Let's what do we want to do?
You're the chef.
What were we talking about last night? We were talking about bacon a little bit last night. I could do some bacon. Could do some shrimp scampi maybe. I'll put something together. And
what we'll do is we'll put the camera, like I won't have 3 screens this time. We'll do the 2 so you get a better look at it.
There we go.
Well, better cooking with primetime segment.
Maybe I'll do another steak then to redeem my other one that some people didn't think was good.
I've never been in love with the Niners receivers. Are they going to be cheap at wide receiver and focus on running backs? I don't know, man.
I actually like the Niners receivers.
So do I.
Debo and Ayuk are pretty good. Even the other kid, what's his name? Kendrick Bourne. He's not too bad either. So,
Tyson, given everything I've learned thus far about Saleh, I'm okay with first-time head coach. Listen, the more you read, the more you're impressed. The video clips, the interviews, very well spoken, very educated.
Much rather take a chance on a first-time head coach like this than go with a retread like Marvin Lewis or Peterson or somebody like that. This inspires a lot more.
Meyer is a winner. He'll surprise you. Listen, he's supposed to win. They're giving him everything he wants. Like you're coming in like king of the castle now. You got to win. Nobody's going to take excuses. You can't make all these little blunders. The college to NFL transition, nobody's going to buy it. You're getting a shitload of money. You're getting everything under your terms. Number 1 pick, cap space. Got to win. No excuses for him at all.
Yep.
0.
Curious, do you think the Jets are in position now to make a trade to be almost like a win now team? Like the name that was talked about last night was Khalil Mack.
Oh, I love Khalil Mack.
Yeah. I was getting roasted because I suggested 2 first-round picks, probably a little too much, but
I wouldn't do that. I mean, now it's like you have a young core. Like we don't have a lot of playmakers on defense.
That's what I'm saying. He's one of the like 3 or 4 guys on the defensive side that if you could get him, like he's a complete game changer. If you could find a way to get him, like I've said all along, I want all offense this offseason, but him, somebody that's elite like that, a pass rusher, if you can get somebody like that, I mean, it's probably worth it. I just don't know what it would take. I think the Bears would be willing to potentially shop him, though. I think
who I'm real fascinated about? CJ Mosley in this defense.
Me too. Yep.
That could be something interesting. Tyson, luckily we were waiting for Saleh's plan instead of yours. Yours would have been interesting. I'm so glad my plan didn't get there. I'm so glad. Tyson Primetime. If we keep Sammy, doesn't do better than Fields or Wilson, we'll be screaming as to why I prefer we draft Fields and start fresh. Let's talk about this like down the line. Let's enjoy the head coaching hire. We're going to be arguing about Darnold and the draft for weeks and weeks and weeks. And sadly, we won't know the answer to that until April because nothing's going to come out until then.
Yeah.
And I think the Jets are going to be playing it right now by just keep encouraging, promoting Sam. Everything is great, great, great. If you want to keep him, that's great. If you want to trade him, that's great. But like keep everything positive now. Like they're going to ask him about it. He's going to say, you know what? I love Sam Darnold. I came here. I think he's a great quarterback.
And not for nothing. I mean, I'm the ultimate Sam guy, but when Kingsbury took the job in Arizona, he said Josh Rosen was his guy. And then 3 months later, Rosen was out the door and he took Murray. So, I mean, whatever he says now doesn't really mean anything come draft
Jamal
time.
Adams, a Jet for life.
Exactly.
That ribeye looked good. Cook a burger. Burgers tomorrow night.
Could be
easier too, right?
Yeah. It's kind of simple, though. Wanted to go outside the box a little bit.
New listener from England. Let's go. Shout out to Big Joe. Interviewed 9 candidates without leaking a word to the press. Proper football guy. Well, hello in England. Hope you guys are okay there, man. I have a lot of friends over there, and I know it's tough. So stay safe. And a lot of credit to Joe Douglas, man. A lot of credit to him. It wasn't one of his guys. Like one of his guys from an organization that he came from. Thank God it's friggin' no Doug Peterson. I would have had a meltdown. Greetings from Germany and props to Primetime for doing that stream all night. Yeah, you're fucking crazy, dude.
I'm fucking tired, dude. Once I saw the news, there was no way I was going back to bed, so I figured I might as well just turn on the live.
Yeah, I was fucking long out.
Tried getting you.
Dude, I appreciate it. What's going on, guys? I think that Wilson's now a perfect fit scheme for LaFleur. I've read the same thing, man. What's the stream schedule? We're gonna do the Bills game tomorrow night. Maybe the UFC main event. That'll probably be around this. That'll probably be at the same time, I would think.
Yep.
Because the UFC starts at 3 for the main card, which is an excellent card.
Yep.
Then we got McGregor next week. I can't wait for that. Do you think we'd take a flyer on Von Miller? No, not what's going on in Von Miller right now. We're just going to avoid that altogether. We're trying to get a positive culture, positive attitude. You don't start inheriting like that kind of drama. I love the hire, but I think we should have hired an offensive minded and brought in Marvin Lewis to run the defense. Okay, who's the offensive guy you wanted? Like, who's going to inspire you?
They said Joe Brady's been interviewing well, but he's still young. I don't know.
How was work today, primetime?
Not fun. Thank God it was a half day, though. Got to come home, nap a little bit, but fucking tired right now.
My dad and I are pretty fired up. Primetime sunglasses chiming in.
There you go.
What's going on with Von Miller? Check out the text message issue that he had with his pregnant girlfriend that's very, very ugly and hopefully unfortunate. Not ideal, man. Not a good look. You don't know how much it's true, how much it's whatever, but it's not good. Let's see. This chat's just flying, dude. Holy shit. Let's see.
I was actually manning the chat last night.
Nice. We can do it tomorrow if you want.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
I figured I'd give you a break because you're probably tired as shit, so I'm just going to keep. Is Primetime going to ditch the donkey mask for a Mr. Clean mask now? Or it's going to stay normal for a while. Let's not piss him off.
Yeah, I'm not going to piss off Sal. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, give him a full year, see what he does before we do any mess or rip him.
I love that the cooking is becoming a thing. I'm down for that. Yeah, we're going to have cooking with Primetime. Halftime of the Bills game, and then we could just do a show. We could have him cook. We sit and just criticize him. What can go wrong with that?
Nothing at all. And I get to eat too, so even better.
You guys need to live stream a game together in the same house? Why is that?
I don't know how that would work.
We should do a fundraiser, get Primetime some window treatments. Yeah. You guys going to do a Zoom call in now if the Primetime did it last night?
Could probably do it. I mean, for the Tuesday show. Wasn't too difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we got to figure it out. We could do something because Tuesday is like, we're getting so many new callers now, man. Like, it's just from all over the country. So we got to figure out how we're going to do that. Let's see. God damn, this thing's going fast as hell. The Cheez-Its last night? What happened to the Cheez-Its?
Jay was just munching on like a 10-pound box of Cheez-Its, puts them in the microwave, tried to make like toasty Cheez-Its. It was a disaster. Apparently they were good, but I mean, if you're gonna try and make toasty Cheez-Its, you would think you put them in the oven, not the microwave. But
was it true that Deshaun Watson was looking at homes in Edgewater, New Jersey? Never heard that. What? But the thing is that Deshaun Watson thing is getting sure ugly in Houston, man. He tweeted that out today. It's like
I saw that.
He is done there, man. He's just fed up.
Still not convinced he will be a Jet, though.
Harbaugh was an awful idea by you guys. This guy's way better. Congrats. What? Okay. This is just attack us tonight, I guess. Primetime, you asked the question, was JD going to hire someone different or someone he can groom? I think he answered your question.
No, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, this was somebody that he just met on Friday, kind of went outside the box. I was scared shitless that, he'd ignore the process and go back to Peterson once he became available, and he didn't. So credit where it's due. Saleh
is what the Jets need at this moment. Absolutely right. Right guy at the right time, right personality, right presence. Exactly what this clusterfuck of an organization needs. Completely right. Let's see here. Burger. Oh, we already got that already. Oh, Chris Herndon joined us. I'm really excited. I heard 49ers offense loves using tight ends. Big year for me coming up. Chris Herndon's excited, primetime.
All right, Chris, better show it.
A lot of this. Draft Wilson second overall, and Najee at 23, then focus heavily on the defense. I can't go running back in the first round. I can't do it. And Wilson at 2 is...
I'm not intrigued by Wilson at 2 either.
No, me neither. Let's see. Tyson, you better not piss Saleh off. He might get you in a cage match and twist you into a pretzel. Yeah, right. He whooped my ass, that's for sure. There's no doubt about that.
Entire front office, him and JD.
Lincoln Park together, we made it. We did. We survived this disaster of a year. We got the coach that's encouraging. So I saw a simulation where we trade with the Bengals for 2 firsts and 2 seconds. What you guys think of that trade?
Moving back to 5th? I wouldn't mind that at all.
That's not terrible.
No, 2 firsts and 2 seconds. Still probably get your guy in Devontae Smith or somebody like that.
Big name. Trade back for Devontae Smith or Chase. Let's score some fucking points. Yeah.
I would love a wide receiver.
I can't believe anyone's thinking Devontae Smith at 2. We have too many needs. I can't see him at 2 either. I definitely can't see that either.
No, but a trade back makes plenty of sense if you're going to take Devontae Smith or Jamar Chase, whichever one.
I would not give up premium picks for Mac. Draft good players or pick up a free agent like the Packers did with the 2 Smiths. Well, they hit the jackpot, the Packers. We remember that. Remember that offseason? Was it Zardarius Smith and Preston Smith?
Yep.
We wanted both of them. Jets didn't interview them. That offseason pissed me off to no end.
Wasn't what's his name? Shaq Barrett also available? He had a great year with the Bucks too, I think.
If Darnold returns, I will be upset. Wilson said he would fit the San Francisco system and must be at the pick number 2, fellas. Well, I think any quarterback, when you ask them, they're always going to say they'll fit a system because that's what you're supposed to do. Oh, here comes the.
But didn't we also say for months that Darnold would be perfect in the Niners system?
Yep, absolutely right.
So.
In Sam's rookie year against the Colts, Sam showed fire, showed leadership. I remember one of his quotes, "Let's put a dagger in their heart." Shows Gase destroyed him. Think Saleh revives that side of Darnold or LaFleur.
Hope so. I think he's going to have a chance, though, but we'll see what happens.
Now, do you think there's a chance they can draft a Wilson and keep Sam here?
I don't think so. I think if they're going to draft a quarterback that high in the first round, then they would probably do right by Sam and give him a fresh start somewhere else. They're not going to put him through that. But I could see them maybe giving him competition with, maybe a 2nd round pick, somebody like that. But even that, I kind of wouldn't want to do. I'd much rather use those resources to build the actual team.
I'm excited for the future. Can't wait to see how this whole team unfolds. Yep, I agree, man. Tyson Prime finally manned up with the chat.
Had no choice.
I don't know if Tyson knows, but Adam Schefter thinks Sam Darnold's staying. Tyson does know. I watch everything on social media. I also know that I'm not going to believe shit in January 15th. To say that now, there's so much that changed between now and April. A lot of it's going to be posturing. We'll see. And it's not, listen, if Sam is their choice, cool. Roll and see what happens. But I'd bring in competition for him, though. I wouldn't say, if they don't draft a quarterback, I'd have a quality veteran quarterback behind Sam, though. And I'd give him some kind of legitimate competition, not just hand the job and say, here you go. Like, the team is yours.
Yeah. Now, Schrager was saying the same thing also this morning, that he thinks Sam's coming back.
Primetime did bad last night with the chats. We needed Tyson.
What?
Oh, there comes the feedback.
I thought I was doing all right with the chat.
Freaking Primetime pulled an all-nighter last night. I cashed out at 2:30. I'm tired as hell now.
Yeah, we went until 4:20.
I woke up at 5:30. Love the streams. You guys made the Keys I guess the Jets become my second favorite team in the division after the Patriots. So you're a Patriot fan, now you're a Jets fan too? Fascinating.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. I could never do that. Yes. Has Caller Steve weighed in on Saleh yet? And he did, and I attacked him.
He already waffled.
You did. Completely waffled. And I called him right. I cannot wait for him to call in. I cannot wait.
Yep.
Because he's like, oh, we got our guy. I'm like, really? Because Arthur Smith was your guy just yesterday.
Exactly.
Clown.
Whichever way the wind blows.
How I convinced someone to be a Jets fan. Not this year, wasn't doing it. If anything, whew.
Well, now you show them clips of Robert Saleh going nuts on the sideline. You show them quotes from, Niner players that have, played under him, or even guys like Russell Wilson, who say he's a player's coach, he's a motivator, he's a leader. That's how you convince somebody to be a Jet fan right now.
Tyson wanted Peterson last night. The kid, you cannot be more wrong. Try again. You could try trolling somebody else, but not somebody that knows what they're doing. Adios. Is that too mean?
Nah, not at all.
Does Saleh remind you of Rex a bit? Slightly scares me. I think
in terms of bravado, yes, but I think he's going to be a little bit more disciplined, a little bit more detail oriented.
Less circus.
Exactly.
Like Rex became an entertainer. He was all about the show and the jokes and being funny and making headlines. This guy isn't about that. He's about football. He'll give you a great quote, but it's not going to be like the theatrics that Rex did, I don't think.
Yeah. And the stuff with Rex, I mean, it was okay when they were winning, but then once they started losing, it became a problem. And I think his goal was to like try and be buddy with the media, buy himself like extra time and stuff like that. But, once it started getting bad with the losses and all the bullshit with Holmes and everything else, he just didn't have a pulse on the team anymore.
It's all fun and games when you're winning. When you're not winning, and it's like, and there's also times when you're playing a big game and stuff like that. You won't keep the focus on the game. Don't make it about yourself all the time. That's sometimes he did that as well. Do you guys want to do a live stream in my Jet Cave for an away game this upcoming season?
Could probably pull that off.
I'm down.
Sunday. Yeah, we could do that.
As long as you have a hotel like next door. You can just crash it.
Hotel accommodations.
Tyson and Kevin, hope you guys are well. Prime time, I stayed up all night for your live stream last night. Love you guys. Look forward to a better times. Week 1 will be lit.
Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, whoever joined him, man. More power to you.
Hurting today, but it feels good.
How good is that wide receiver that won the Heisman, Devontae Smith, and should the Jets pick him? I forget about Chase, man. Everybody's forgetting about him.
Well, they're both phenomenal. I feel like Chase is a little bit, he's a bigger body, more of a deep threat. I think Devontae Smith can do it all. Great route runner. Either one, though. I mean, they're both going to be top 10 picks. I'm just not taking a wide receiver at number 2. I think you can get one or the other by trading down. You might even have your choice. If you trade to 4 or 5, they both potentially could be on the board. Yep. So I'm getting some more assets, and I'm taking whoever's there.
What's up in Puerto Rico? How you doing? That's awesome. I've been there before. Loquillo Beach is beautiful.
Nice.
Very nice. Let's see. How do you see the D-line trio fits into his system? I mean, I think he'll adjust, man. And that was the other thing that was so funny.
Well, we're going to you go ahead.
Again.
No, well, I was just say real quick, we're clearly going to go to a 4-3 now. So, I mean, Henry Anderson would be the one guy that's probably gone just based on his contract. But guys like Foley, Shepard, I mean, they're going to be back, and you have room to probably add somebody else too.
Yeah, no, I mean, he adjusts to it. You adjust to players, but they don't have a lot of guys that are carrying over. Like, oh, well, we have 4 all-pro players that we got to figure out how to use them. You basically have Quinnen. That's really it, man. And CJ Mosley, but you only have one guy you got to worry about.
Yeah,
they can all adjust.
And I think Quinnen might even fit better in a 4-3 than a 3-4.
Yep.
So
I'm sure you addressed this already, but what are your thoughts, Tyson, that Saleh is a huge Darnold fan and will keep him around as a starter next year? If that's what he wants to do, let him do it. I don't believe a word that anybody says today, tomorrow, up until the draft. I'm not going to believe a word. I will see it to believe it. Because right now it's all marketing, it's all campaigning, it's building up value, it's seeing what you can get. And the same thing happened with Jamal Adams. Jet for life. He's our guy until you get an offer that you can't refuse. Mm-hmm. Maybe a team offers us that where he's like, you know what, we got to take this because for whatever reason. So until they pick up his option, I think we'll see what happens. Yeah. But and if he wants him to, then roll with him. Fine. And the floor, they say the 49ers offense is what Darnold would flourish in. We said it ourselves, for Christ's sake.
I know. I think it makes sense to try to build up not just the value for Darnold, but also the value for that second overall pick. Quarterback needy teams like the Falcons or somebody that you might want to trade up where you're not moving back too far. You could stockpile even more assets. I think it makes plenty of sense to at least explore that. But at the same time, like I'll even say that as a big Darnold supporter, if Saleh is all in on Fields and he thinks that's his guy, I'm not going to force him to work with Sam. If that's the guy he wants and Joe Douglas signs off on it and thinks, he's talented, could be the quarterback for the next 10 to 15 years, you don't force him to inherit somebody he doesn't want. So all options should be on the table.
Everything coming out of that facility in Florham Park is positive about Sam. Everything is positive. Either to build up his self-esteem and get him back happy to be a member of the Jets after all the shit he dealt with, or to boost his value and say, you know what, here you go. Mm-hmm. I agree, Tyson. If you keep Sam, he must win the job. I would then draft the Alabama kid. He's a beast. Yeah, and I'm saying, listen, if you keep Sam, great, but bring in somebody that can be competitive enough to either push him or bring out the best of him. Don't just hand the job, okay, and like no plan B. Like I don't want Morgan to be the backup. Like Sam and Morgan is just not going to work for me this year.
Morgan can fuck off.
Yeah, pretty much. I was trying to be nice about it, but let's see. Let's trade our entire draft for Zach Wilson. Absolutely not.
Wait, why would we have to trade anything for Zach Wilson?
Just take my 2.
He's going to be sitting there. You could trade back and probably still get him.
To see fans up and excited last night was such a great thing to see. Primetime, that was awesome, my boy.
Appreciate you, Chincheck. I tried.
Did good, man. I was impressed for sure.
Shout out to Jay also. He toughed it out. He texted me that he wants to come on and do a celebratory shot before the end of the show.
Jamar Chase will be a stud, better version of Odell. Jamar Chase is a good player, man. Primetime calling Tyson last night was so funny. Good job, though.
I tried.
Did Tyson just shout out Loquillo Beach in Puerto Rico? I stayed there on vacation. What a beautiful place. It was amazing there, man. Such a beautiful beach. It was just, they went to the rainforest. Very nice. Let's see. How do you think Saleh will affect the young secondary? I think the entire team is going to be more, it's just going to be inspired. They're going to play with a lot more energy, a lot more just attention to detail. And I think they're going to be held accountable. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be all good all the way around, man. But the young secondary, we don't know who's going to be in the secondary. Is Marcus May coming back? Yeah. How does he fit in it? Like, there's a lot of unknowns, really.
Yeah, and even a lot of the Niner fans that we were talking to last night, they were, really praising his ability to game plan. Like even in the Super Bowl, like, yeah, they gave up 31 points, but 21 of those were in the fourth quarter. He held that Chiefs offense to 10 points going into that fourth quarter, which is pretty damn impressive. So, and even this year with all the injuries, kept them, fifth in yards allowed. So, being able to make adjustments, being able to work without having the top guys in there.
We saw it first hitting against the Jets.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
In the first quarter, when Bosa went down, they all went down.
Even on the offensive side, to give, LaFleur some credit, I mean, they were still rolling without a lot of their pieces on offense too. So
it seems a consensus is building for Sam to stay at quarterback. I mean, a lot of people are seeing that he could fit in the floor offense. Mm-hmm. So it is what it is, man. If that's what they want to do and it makes sense, go for it. Like this is all on how they want to do it, man. A rookie QB buys 4 years of new time salary wise. That is true as well. You can make a case for both sides now, but the only problem is you don't the quarterback, the rookie quarterback is the question of who is that guy. This is the year it's like usually it's like if Trevor Lawrence was the option, like okay, there it makes sense. Yeah. But now it's like there's no consensus number 2 pick in this draft by no means. Nobody remember we talked about this last time. Like using the draft, like top 3 guys, you know who they're going to be. Like it's like this guy or that guy, this guy or that guy. Number 2 this year, there's like 5 guys on that list now.
Yeah, it seems like there's almost like just as many questions about, whether or not you can resurrect Sam, and the same thing could be said about Justin Fields. How do you develop him? Is he going to fit in the right system? Same thing with Zach Wilson. So they all have questions.
We get this all day long. So who are we hiring a defensive coordinator? I say we get Rex back. We don't need Rex back. Let's bring in a young guy like Rashard, Glenn. If he wants to bring in a Wade Phillips or somebody like that, it's fine. But we don't need a sideshow, man. We want we need to move on from that. Watson was in New Jersey recently. You guys see that?
There we go.
Don't get me started on. Don't get my whole Deshaun Watson campaign going. Because Jesus, I would be so happy with that. Looks like Bieniemy isn't going to land the job 3 years in a row. I guess his only chance right now is going to be Houston because, right? I don't think it's.
I don't know where else. I don't know where else it's going to be. I'd love to know what's going on there, whether it's just the play calling or some of the incidents from his past or whatever. But yeah, very strange.
Tyson Cole or Steve is a fraud. You better rip him a new asshole. Oh, I will, dude. Don't worry. I attacked the shit out of him today. He was trying to fire out his hot takes. I'm like, we got receipts, man. Yep. We don't delete nothing.
As soon as he tweeted that the other day, that Smith is guy, I knew that wasn't going to go well for him.
Yep. And unlike other people, we don't delete our stuff. We leave our stuff out there so you can see if we're either right or wrong. He's going to get roasted. If the Lions wanted to move up, would you take their first this year and next, as well as Stafford, and a second this year for the number 2?
Where are the Lions picking?
I forget.
They're in the top 10, but I don't want anything to do with Stafford.
Yeah, neither do I. I hope Saleh got the job selling Douglas on his offensive plan vision. We all know what he plans for the defensive side, but hopefully his offensive ideas where they'll lock the job up. I mean, if you're interviewing for the Jets job, you know they have one of the worst offenses in football. That's got to be part of your plan to sell when you're in your interview. listen, my defensive resume speaks for itself, but here's my plan to get your team back out of the dark ages, right? Like that's got to be part of his presentation. Like, listen, here's my coordinator. Here's my vision. Here's what I want to do at quarterback. Here's what we bring to the table. Here's how we can improve. Like, that's all part of the thing, right? You would think.
You would think. And that's also why, you would trust a guy like LaFleur. I mean, and yet the Lions are picking 7th overall. So.
Yeah, this is kind of where I stand. If Saleh wants Darnold, cool. If he wants Fields, cool. If he wants Wilson, cool. We have our leader.
Yep. That's my kind of mindset.
That's the same thing I have too.
If you have the right coach, you trust him to make that decision. So,
but just my whole thing is just if you keep Darnold, give him competition. Morgan is not the answer. Like, don't just let him sit there with fucking David Fales or Morgan or Mike White or some shit.
Yeah.
Primetime is actually tired because he watched Titanic the rest of the night after the live stream.
It's impossible. We killed the live stream at like 4:20, and then I left for work at like 6:45. So,
where's Snoopy tonight?
We didn't have Snoopy last night either. I'm getting a little worried.
Did they get Kluber?
Yeah, I think they did.
A 1-year deal?
I think so. I didn't see the length of the contract or anything, but I thought I saw they agreed to terms before we hopped on.
Tyson, we were all hoping last night to see you on the midnight stream right when you woke up. Huge missed opportunity. Larry, no offense, man. I work a lot, dude, and Thursdays are arguably my worst day of the week. If I get like 5 hours of sleep, it's a lot. So my apologies. Not much I can do about that one.
I felt bad calling you, but I had to do it for the stream.
Oh, dude, it's fine. Chris Richard would be an amazing DC, get back in the league. Then a couple years, I think he'd be a head coach bonus. We would get 2 third-round picks when he leaves. Yeah, I don't care about that. I mean, he's a great coach, man. Very good coach with aspirations. So I think he'd be a phenomenal pick. Even Aaron Glenn would be cool too. I mean, he's a quality coach as well. The day the pandemic ends, I'll book a 2-week trip to New York and go to a Jets game or 2. We can tailgate together then. Dude, Sasha, you come to this area, we'll take you out, man. We'll take you out for a night. We'll just go out. So when this comes, we're going to organize things once we get back to the normal. But
do a Jersey Shore night out.
Dude, I'm in. Yeah. You come over here from Germany, we'll take you out, show you a good time. Definitely. Don't stay in New York City, though. Stay in Jersey. Don't stay in the city.
Yep.
This guy. You guys are acting like you won the championship already. Your offense is still in trouble.
Based on
but see, we're excited, Michael. There's a difference. So if you do not like it, you have the option to not watch. It's very simple.
But hold on, why is the offense in trouble though? We just hired a pretty respected offensive mind.
This is like a troll, dude.
We have all the resources available to not only sign 1 but possibly 2 receivers, to sign a guy like Tooney or somebody like that on the interior. We can reshape this entire offense very easily this offseason.
Like, this is like a typical clown, dude, like shitting on us because we're excited. We went through like the worst year of our lives watching football. We have one day of excitement. Like, oh, you guys are acting like you fucking won something. No, we're acting like we're turning the page, man. It's not hard to figure out.
Or we're just tired of being fucking miserable.
Jesus Christ. You don't like it. Watch something else.
Been complaining for 2 years straight. I mean, let's
go watch your own team's fucking YouTube channel. Tyson and Kevin, do you guys hear the Jets are going to have Lady Gaga perform at every home game next season? It's just, oh my God, what is going on here? I'm buying a ticket to a Jets game next year just to hang out with you guys. Do it.
Yeah, we'll have some good shit going on in the tailgate. So,
Sam Darnold is the future Tyson. Embrace it. I'll embrace whoever this coaching staff, whoever they decide as an organization. I'll embrace it. I'm no problem with that. No problem at all. Bring in Nick Mullins as the backup quarterback, and if he wants Josh McCown for quarterback coach. I mean, Nick Mullins actually played pretty well.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't mind McCown coming back either.
Imagine how excited this fan base be if we trade for Watson. I'll be unbearable. I'll be out of my mind. I'll be the biggest asshole Jet fan going around.
It's not going to happen, though.
No, it's not.
It's fun to dream about, but
it'd be wild, though.
It would be.
You guys getting season tickets? Primetime already has them.
Yep. and now I don't have a reason to cancel.
Yep.
So feels good.
Would you guys be down at getting Trent Williams and Richard Sherman in free agency? Trent Williams, we already got Becton.
You need 2 tackles.
Yeah, but he's going to be expensive and he's older. I don't know. I'd probably go a different direction. And supposedly they're high on Fant, man. They're actually thinking about, it's kind of like a foregone conclusion if Fant's coming back. That's your left and right tackle already down. You don't really need one then, right? I mean, is that what That's what I kind of read, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm thinking the only way that Fant's probably gone is if, they're really intrigued by Sewell and somehow they take him either second or by trading down. But yeah, I mean, Fant, yes, you can get out of the contract. I think it's like $7 million they'd clear in cap space, but he was pretty good in pass protection last year.
I'm warming up to Sam staying because I'm so excited. If we can get Chase or Smith, I'll trust the coaches on this one. That's where I'm at, man. Like I'm.
Everyone's coming back slowly but surely.
I never said I was coming back.
Everyone's coming back.
I've never said I was coming back. I'm being positive.
There's plenty of room. Hop on the Sam train.
I'm not on the Sam train. I will never be on the Sam train until this team doubles down on him.
Plenty of room.
I'm just going to stay positive.
Come aboard.
No way. I know you're bullshit.
Our quarterback is staying.
Nope. Yes, Laquio Beach is beautiful. Also, Dorado. Yeah, I was actually at Dorado Beach. Dude, we'll come visit in Puerto Rico. I love it there. It was gorgeous. I'm fired up about Saleh being our coach. He'll make accountable and just like Rex, not the bullshit jokes. Go Jets. I wish it was next year already. Can't wait. Yeah, man. Now it's just like, let's get this pandemic, everybody healthy, happy, and get us all back in the stadium. We could all move on, enjoy some football, enjoy some normalcy again.
All of our teams. Knicks kind of building in the right direction. Yankees get LeMahieu. Mets get Lindor. But I mean, like, it's a young team, though. I wasn't expecting the Knicks to win anything serious, but they're kind of building it the right way. Not doing what the Nets did, doing another KG and Pierce type trade.
You think May asked for less now? No. Nope. No, he will not.
No.
Boys, England calling again. It's a few Stellas this side of the water as it's not a school night. Enjoy, man. Yeah. Listen, I'm
same for me. Same for me. Not a school night.
Yeah, tonight and tomorrow night, I'm especially tomorrow night, I'm probably gonna really light it up. Dable to the Chargers, please. I think that was kind of a foregone conclusion for many, wasn't it? That's kind of what everybody was thinking.
Yeah, and that was why, like, he was high on my list, but you couldn't afford to wait on him because he was considered the favorite for the Chargers job. You don't know if you're going to get shut out.
Looks like you got yourself a winner, not a normal Jets pickup. Probably be best coach since Parcells. Here's to a competitive AFC East. Go Bills. Good luck tomorrow night, man. That's an excellent matchup. Bills-Ravens. Yeah. I'm rooting for the Bills. I'm not going to lie.
I was getting roasted last night for rooting for the Bills.
Yeah, I'm still rooting for them. I don't care. Yeah, I think the biggest matchup there will be if they can stop the Ravens' rushing attack, because the Bills' defense has not been holding their own. So, let's see. How many shotguns is an opening day? First pass, Sam pick 6 worth. Are we there already, man?
Not even thinking about that yet.
Can we just be happy for once and not go down this path? Primetime trade down and draft Devontae or Chase.
Yes.
Yankees also signed LeMahieu. Yeah, that I knew about. I didn't know about Kluber, though. I knew that they were talking to him, and like Tanaka's still out there too.
Yeah. There was a lot of talk last night about trading down and potentially getting both Devontae Smith and Kyle Pitts, which would be amazing if they could pull that off.
Primetime killed it last night.
Thank you, Carmelo.
Tyson Jacoby, get Jacoby Brissett as a backup to compete with Sam. Jacoby's been a good starter when given the chance. Okay.
Wouldn't be terrible.
Not terrible. I told them to let you have the best sleep you've had in a year. It wasn't the best sleep. I had no idea this actually happened. So I didn't even know that this all went down until I woke up.
Yep.
So I appreciate Primetime stepping it up because I was in no shape to do it.
That's all my dad and Jay for waking me up.
Dude, I was so tired. Like I was so tired, dude. I turned my ringer off. Like I had my alarm on. Everything else was off. Because I'm just Thursdays are brutal. Let's see here. Yo, as a Jags fan that lives in Jersey, I'm happy for you all. Hope both our teams turn around. Good luck, man. Urban Meyer, Trevor Lawrence. It's a pretty good start for the Jags. It's a way to turn around for sure. I did hear that Saleh wanted this job over all the other jobs. Apparently, he said that the Jet job was one he wanted. That's where he was going.
And yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I did not expect to hear that from many coaches, that this was an attractive place to come, or, this would be a top job among like all the other openings that were available. Did not expect that at all.
Dylan, proud of himself. Great time to be me. Bama won the chip. Jets pick up Saleh. Mets robbed the Indians. Islanders 4-0 over the Rangers. Call me crazy, but I say take Devonta Smith.
Oh, there we go. me and Dylan sharing a brain now. I like it.
You want Devontae Smith?
I like Devontae Smith, absolutely. Not at 2. I'd like to trade down and get him. Trade down with the Falcons at 4, Bengals at 5. But yeah, I'd love to see Devontae Smith.
Tyson Prime, what's up? According to Bart Scott, he basically said on Greeny that he knows Saleh and he's going to build around Darnold and draft defense. Thoughts? Draft defense? I don't know, man.
See, I'm still looking at it the other way, where he just proved this year that with all his top guys out, he could still have a very respectable defense. So why not go all in on the quarterback, build around your quarterback, and offensive playmakers, build in the trenches, solidify that O-line, sign Tooney and whoever else you can sign, draft another guy. Like there's some pretty good tackles that are going to be there in the first round, even if you don't take Sewell at 2. There are plenty of ways to build this offense, and you trust that Saleh's going to get it done on the defensive side. Yeah,
I'm not buying anybody's hot take on January 15th. I'm just not buying it. All of a sudden, everybody knows Joe Douglas. I know what Joe Douglas's vision is. I know this. None of us know. Just like none of the insiders knew anything. Nobody knew shit.
So, yeah, and like you were saying before, I mean, how many quotes from Joe Douglas have actually turned out to be true between Jamal being a Jet for life and
Robbie Anderson?
Else? Yeah, I mean, I'm not putting any stock into any quotes that are coming out right now, either on Sam or anything.
Saleh has already changed the culture for the better before even coaching his first game. He has. And wait till the press conference. I guarantee you, when the press conference goes down, we're all going to be fired up. People are going to make shirts and shit and all kinds of other stuff.
Yep.
So, Allen Robinson, 5 years, $100 million. Yes or no?
No.
That's a little bit.
Not paying that much.
No.
I'd love Robinson, but $100 million, I'm not giving him that.
Let's see. What would you go up for Deshaun Watson? Well, you figure it's either going to be, just say in theory, your biggest competition is going to be the Dolphins. So Dolphins are going to probably offer Tua and the 3?
I think they're going to offer more than that.
But I was saying that's probably their starting point, right?
I would say it's probably going to be Tua, the number 3 overall, and then their first round pick in 2022.
So you got number 2, Darnold, and a pick next year. I'd do it.
Yeah.
I would sell my soul for Watson. I would have no problem doing that. He's a top level quarterback.
I think I would have to also, but I just don't think he's coming here.
Let's not forget Sam's terrible season, which Saleh will watch on film. We're not playing Prime's game here. I'm not getting the whole Darnold thing tonight. I'm not. We have 3 more months of that shit to do.
Get ready for it.
Yep. Tyson, here's a new Jets shirt slogan. I holla for Saleh.
I like that.
Oh my God. It's better than Muppets and Puppets, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. No kidding.
Would you try and package Sam and 23 to try and move up into top 15 to get a top tier edge or corner and draft Wilson at 2?
I just don't like the idea of taking Wilson at 2.
Prime time, I think Tyson is on his way back to the Sam train.
I think so too.
I won't be back on the Sam train until after the draft, and he's definitely going to be on the team, and then I'm still going to be skeptical because I'm going to be counting down days for his competition. So he's got to earn me back. I'm not a pushover like half these other fans out there.
Yeah, and clearly Dylan's still not fully on board yet either. So,
Tyson, if they happen to move on from Sam, what would you say to a first round of Devontae Smith and Mac Jones? I'm not really sure about Mac Jones either, to be honest with you. You know what I don't like about that is if you're going to go quarterback, give me the best available option at 2. Like I want the top of the top of the top. Like I don't want to trade back and get maybe we'll get the 3rd one. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like if Trevor Lawrence is the pick of the class, after that, whoever your best guy is, the second best guy, that's the guy I want. And I'm like, you know what? We'll let 2 other ones go and get the 4th one. I want the best one. That makes any sense. I don't know.
No, it totally does. I'm just saying, it's not to say that there sometimes aren't guys that kind of fall through the cracks, like Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott. They were 4th round picks. I mean, Mac Jones is probably a late first rounder. You wonder, if his college success can translate to the NFL. Some people think it will, others don't. I don't know enough about him. So
I'm with you, Tyson. No one knows what we're going to do. If you asked Jet fans a month ago, Saleh wasn't even on Jets fans' radar, and we love it. Yeah, I mean, it changes. Life changes fast in the NFL, man. People be excited and make shirts. Was that not nice to say? Jeez. Are we sensitive tonight? Let's see. Is it hard to get tickets for home games?
Not at all.
Not a problem. Don't even worry about that. We can help you out with that.
Yep.
What's up, guys? Sorry I'm late. I just want to say that I'm ecstatic over the Saleh hiring. Sure, this has already been said. This guy has respect from his players from around the league. That's a consensus, man. Analysts, players, former players, coaches, they're all pretty high on him, man. So it's encouraging. Definitely encouraging. Pat's fan here. Just want to congratulate you on getting the coach you want. It's nice to see you get to be excited about your team. You know, other Jets fans deserve to be happy and excited.
No kidding.
Thank you, Eric. Dude, it's fucking nuts. It's so refreshing, man. You know what it is like? You know what was really cool? Because the whole Peterson thing, dude, I was having a meltdown over. Like, I was like the mailman come in, like at work, like, oh, Doug. I'm like, dude, don't even get the fuck out. We're gonna fight. Like, you're out. And then when Saleh left, and I'm like, oh no. I'm like, let's not go down this path. We're gonna get like our third option at coach. You know, like you felt the same way. Yeah. We're like, oh man, like let's not do this to ourselves.
No, I'm not gonna be negative right now, but it still kind of bothers me a little bit that they actually let him walk out the door and go to that Eagles interview, because clearly he was their top guy. Clearly they wanted him for the job. They hired him. So I think it was reported today that it was only him and Arthur Smith that were their two finalists. There was really nobody else that were being discussed. So the fact that they let him walk out the door and go to that Eagle interview, I mean, what if the Eagles offered him a crazy contract? Does he take that, or was he just using that as leverage to get a little more out of the Jets? I mean,
or get what he actually wanted because he wasn't getting what he wanted initially.
Oh, do you know something?
I'm just saying. It's just you never know what can happen. Dream scenario. Sign Thuney. Shreve fixes the guard problem. Sign Robinson, Devontae Smith, Terrence Marshall, Sean Wade. I like our running backs right now.
I would sign up for that in a heartbeat. You sign both Thuney and Scherf. So yeah, you're set at guard. You get Devontae Smith, set at receiver, probably between Mims, Keep Crowder. I'd be good with that.
Let's talk Jets radio bus trip. Make it happen, fellas.
Bus.
We could do all kinds of stuff, man.
Booze bus.
Brown fan here. Always enjoyed your vlog, guys. Glad to see you guys ending the season on a good note. Good luck, man. Good luck against the Chiefs. Browns are an exciting team right now. It's good to see Browns fans happy too, man. Yeah. It's like Browns fans, Bills fans. It's fun, especially when the Browns won last week.
Yeah,
it's beating our arch rival. It's perfect.
That's gonna be a tough one for them this weekend, though.
Yeah, at least they're getting a lot of their guys back, though.
It'd be fascinating to see Browns and Bills in the championship game.
Now look at what we have here. Now Satan says you guys got to come by and do a stream during a road game. Got a hell of a step in my place.
Well played. I like that.
I think we say we're gonna go to hell and back for that one. With Sam, if my son is right, they pretty much have to exercise a fifth-year option by it's June, May 5th. May 5th, if they decide to keep Sam, they have to exercise that. That's why I'm saying by the draft, we'll know what they're going to do with Sam.
Yep.
So that's going to, let's see.
Do you think it's still possible that they bring him back and just don't pick up that option?
It's very possible. Let him bet on himself.
Yeah.
He plays great. But see, if he plays great, you got to give him a contract by the end of the year. If he doesn't, then he walks. But I mean,
exactly. I mean, you could still franchise him, but then you're paying an extra, $11 million instead of the 50-year option, which would be like $25 million. You're paying like $35.
Oh, look at this! Hello, Tyson. Me and Robert are excited to coach the New York Jets. Mike LaFleur joining us primetime.
Yeah, he was in the chat last night. We had Saleh in the chat. We had Jennifer Saleh, who divorced Adam Gase.
Really?
Yes, dude. You had no idea what was going on in the chat last night.
Life happens fast in these YouTube streets.
Yep. And apparently Jennifer was actually texting with Saleh several months ago. Yeah. So a lot of shit going on last night.
I was talking to my wife about going to a game next year if we're allowed to be there, and would really like to meet you guys. Dude, we are down. If we can get back to the stadium and tailgating is normal, we will have some kind of something going on where everybody can meet up and hang out and have beers. Even if it's like we go to one of these organized tailgates where it's $25 all you can eat and drink, and everybody just shows up and eats and drink for $25.
Yep.
300 viewers. There you go, prime time.
Yeah, it was crazy last night.
It's convenient how the one comment you hit is all about you promoting yourself. I see how it's.
What are you talking? No, it was. I saw that popping up several times that people wanted to acknowledge that there were a lot of people there last night.
That's how you work, man. There he is again. Mike LaFleur, very excited. Marlon Mack's coming off an injury though, isn't he?
I think so.
I love to get Marlon Mack. Just make sure you have top class medical staff. I'd rather just go, draft somebody. Have your views changed on Christopher Johnson after the Douglas and Saleh hire? Not yet. Can I say why?
Real quick. I mean, you give him credit for at least allowing what it seems like Joe Douglas to kind of do his job, but you could say what you're going to say.
No, I give him credit for getting out of the way of Joe Douglas. Now let's see them spend the money and make all the moves necessary to get this team rebuilt the right way. Like, spend the money on, they say, listen, Allen Robinson, if you got to pay a Jets tax, instead of spending 75, you spend 85, then do it. Like, they've been pretty lucky, dude, where they haven't spent money on free agents. Like last year, they didn't spend anything. So they've,
Yeah, but I mean, historically though, spending money on free agents has never been an issue with the Jets. I mean,
do it, but they got to sell it now. They've got to really splurge to get out there and do it. Like overpaying CJ Mosley. Okay, you basically bid against yourself and completely overpaid. Getting Le'Veon Bell, you bid against yourself and overpaid. Now let's see you get, but I give him credit, dude. I give him credit. I want to see Chris Johnson not blow this press conference and say some stupid shit and embarrass us. But listen, this is an out of the box hire here. This is a guy nobody thought we were going to get. We were all pretty much convinced it was going to be Martindale, right? That this time, 3 weeks ago was Martindale. We were all in about it.
Yep.
Let's see.
I think we all kind of expected Joe Douglas was going to, hire somebody that he was familiar with.
Yep. Jets took my coach. Great pickup. Niner faithful. Thank you, Omar. Listen, I like the way the Niners run their organization, man. With Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, with nothing but respect to that, man. Especially this year when you guys kept winning games that you guys shouldn't have won with all the injuries. So, no problems with the 49ers whatsoever. Tyson, primetime last night, had all his same supporters on last night. He took advantage. I'm not surprised, man.
No, there wasn't any Sam negativity. People were seeing, all the reports that Sam was coming back. They were hopping back on the train, hyping him up. It was a fun time.
If Saleh can take the players out when they're injured and not put them back in the game, that's improvement. Very
That's a good step.
Prime time for president. He held it down last night on one of the most important nights in Jets history. There you go.
Well, appreciate that, Lewis.
Maybe I can stop doing these things then. Primetime can just do them. I can get more sleep.
At least I can run the chats now. I figured that out.
Thank God. Love your show. Thank you very much. I missed your.
Here we go. Just for the record, I didn't miss one super chat last night. Not one.
You guys aren't too Hollywood for your fans, are you? What fucking who the fuck are we? We're fans. We're just two clowns that drink beer.
Tyrone's Hollywood. Tyrone's Hollywood.
Tyrone's Hollywood. But he's not too good for anybody either. He'll sit down and have him drink in town too. So I don't see he's full of shit. I don't see one. The cost is busting my chops.
Yeah, I don't think he missed anything.
There were exactly. Yeah. Primetime late night shows on the weekends.
Could do that. Primetime overnight.
Yeah. We gotta do cooking with primetime. I'm looking forward to that. But smelly socks. Believe in Sam, Tyson. I believe in the coaching staff and the front office. That's what I'm going to go with. Let's go Cowboys. Okay. Not really sure. Primetime, you should be happy that they let him walk out the door because it shows that Joe Douglas was going through the process and wasn't acting impulsively. He wanted to see Arthur Smith first. Could be.
Could be. But you can share what if
I'll
you
say nothing, dude. I just fucking it could be. You never know how these things work. I have a feeling that CJ Mosley is going to be reignited after seeing his new coach. He actually might be fired up to play because Saleh's aura. I know that Jamal Adams is so definitely heated right now. I mean,
I don't even care about Jamal. He's the
he's the furthest thing from my mind right now. Yep. He's got to get healthy, get a new contract.
He's having 2 surgeries, right?
Yeah. When I listen to you guys, sometimes I think the old guys in the balcony and Muppets. Yeah, we have somebody that's usually in here. So it's like Muppets and puppets. Let's see. I saw this one. Tyson, are you going to 420 tonight, like prime time? Hard act to follow. Listen, I will never follow that act. I can't. Prime time completely outdid me. I cannot back up that act by no means.
Heat of the moment.
Definitely can't do that.
It was all off adrenaline. That's
the way the Tuesday show should be every week. This past Tuesday was nuts. Absolutely nuts. Bro. Hey, mates, Tyrone. Tyrone was on fire on Tuesday, man. That was a fun show.
Yeah, him and Jake went at it.
Tyson, would it be safe to say the Jets have jumped off the hamster wheel? Let's hope so. That's the hope. They have a lot to prove still. I mean, it's exciting. We're all excited, but they have a lot to prove on and off the field, free agency, the draft, how they handle the quarterback position, but we're all encouraged right now.
Yeah, it's a fresh start.
Guys, how do I listen to your radio broadcast live? Blog Talk Radio. We got to do a better job of getting the link out. That's probably my fault.
You could probably post it on here.
Yeah, we got to figure out how to do that. But it's Blog Talk Radio. If you go on our Twitter account, we tweet out the whole time and fire out the link and do all kinds of stuff. We can put it on Instagram too, though.
Yep.
Everything is going great except for the fact that we don't get to see Primetime Cook tonight.
My bad. I don't even have anything in the fridge to cook right now.
Oh, thank you, man. At least somebody missed me. I appreciate that. I'm already getting buried, but that's fine. I was already replaced and buried. That's cool. No big deal. Nah, stop hating people. Primetime was good last night and stream was live.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thoughts on Braden Mann? Good tackler.
Okay, punter. I mean, he was ranked what, like 23rd or something in
Welcome home. Oh shit! My goodness. I would love if you do a live stream with Tyrone. I need to see all the guys I'll be tailgating with next season. Well, Tyrone lives in Virginia, so you have to pick a game that he comes up for. And unfortunately, he works more than I do, actually. So he's on the road, like he's always driving, so he can't do it.
Not for nothing. No. We had somebody on last night who was a trucker, who was driving, and who was, sharing their thoughts as they were driving. So
listen, man, I'm not gonna be causing no fucking accidents because Tyrone's gonna get all fired up, like motherfucker.
Exactly. We got a lawsuit on our hands. There goes the channel.
What was with Jason's hat last night? Yeah, the Jets hat. You guys broke all the rules.
I think you're talking about the hat covering his eyes after several shots and bong hits and everything else. The hat was just drooping lower and lower as the show went on. So,
Tyson, you'd be so proud of Primetime last night. Ran the stream great. Put that mouse that I bought him to work. The mouse fund finally came through.
Then I stayed sober too. I turned down shots, everything.
I was upset when the news broke. I was upset when the news broke and didn't see anything from you guys till hours later. Damn.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's that life thing, man. It's that sleep thing. Fuck.
Hopped on as soon as I could, man.
Just we've been at it like all day long too. Like usually our accounts are all super active all day long. It's just shit. Tyson's chair wasn't here either last night. Damn. Guy last night admitted he was scared to call and wake you.
Yeah, we were both scared. He's gonna fucking go nuts if he answers his phone.
No, I don't give a shit. I wish I would have heard it. I wish I would have known. Tyson, you're back, fam. First thought of you when Saleh was hired. Oh, dude, I saw it, I was excited, man. Definitely fired up. Primetime goes till 4:20 and then calls it heat of the moment. Oh shit.
I was gonna try to go all night because I know you wake up around 5, but I was just exhausted. Had to start getting ready for work.
Dude, I woke up and I was like, holy shit. So I saw it. I tried to read and stuff like that. I look at my clock. I'm like, fuck, now I'm running late. So I did like a 1-minute video. I'm not even really sure what I said. I'm like, I'm like, fuck, I had to go. Oh my God. Crazy.
Yep.
San Fran has 40 free agents. Oh, wow. Do they really have that many?
Don't know. I can check their list right now if you want.
Yeah. We have decided to take Kevin Primetime Circuit off the trade block after last night's stellar show, even though he has not taste buds in both food and movies and can't baste the steak properly.
I earned some respect last night. Handled
the chat.
Be
a nice deal. Holy shit.
Yeah. Handled the chat. Pulled an all-nighter.
Tyson, what would your reaction be if Chris Johnson at the press conference says Saleh is to where defense is going? He's coaching to where the defense is going.
I saw that one last night.
My advice to Chris Johnson, who we've interviewed this year over the year, is to less is more. Say less, let the coach talk more. That's my advice to Chris Johnson. Like we don't need to hear much out of you. Enjoy your moment, let your coach talk and get out of the way.
Dude, the Niners are free agent long as hell. Oh my God.
Is it?
All right, so here's the list. Dude, Trent Williams, Richard Sherman, Solomon Thomas, that safety Tart, Kyle Juszczyk, which I'd like him as fullback. Tevin Coleman,
especially they're gonna run the ball, dude.
Yep, Quan Williams, Ben Garland, Kerry Hyder, who had a nice year at edge, Ezekiel Anza, Tom Compton, who we've had before, Jerick McKinnon, Jordan Reed, Jason Verrett, yep, Deion Jordan, CJ Beathard, Jordan Willis, who we remember traded him. Josh Rosen, he's actually restricted. Dude, they've got a lot of guys that are free agents. Yeah, it's like 40 guys that are on this list.
Boys, listening in from Australia and loving the vibes from a new hire, hoping Robbie and Joe about to forge a very productive future together. Dude, good day in Australia, man. I want a koala bear. That's what I want.
That's what you want.
That's when primetime lost all faith in me.
Yeah.
Who was the guy that they had from over there? The rugby player.
Oh fuck! What was his name? Caden Smith.
Yeah, the running back. The running back.
Valentine Holmes.
Yeah. That's when primetime lost all faith in me. I had an interview on Australian radio, their sports radio, and halfway through the conversation, I started talking about koala bears. Like, what the fuck? How's this? Like, yep, that's a one-time interview there. Never going back on that one.
That's funny.
What are you gonna do? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Prime time.
What's that?
CJ Mosley chiming in. I'm ready to go. Put me in, coach.
Welcome back, CJ. It's only been 2 years.
Hopefully you're healthy now. Nothing's going on. Oh my God. Are you guys okay tonight? We're okay every night.
Well, Tyson is. I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm tired, but I'm not as tired as you are. Let's see. Did you guys hear about the NFL Combine? I have not.
Was there something changing about it this year?
I haven't heard any updates. I know there's concerns about a lot of the stuff, but they haven't said the Senior Bowl is still going on as last I've seen. So
yeah.
Let's see. Would you guys feel comfortable doing a live stream party event? I own bars and strip clubs in Miami, LA, Dallas, Houston, and Vegas. Oh,
ooh.
Man, Satan bring out the worst of us now.
That would be some shit.
That'd be thank God we're both single.
Strip club Miami live stream.
I've been to the strip clubs in Miami.
What could go wrong?
And there? Dallas.
I have not. So
yeah, Dallas. This is
pop my cherry on that.
Probably not the appropriate conversation to have.
What's inappropriate on this channel, honestly?
Those are bad. The strip clubs in Dallas are pretty wild, man. They're definitely pretty wild. Prime time, because of the live stream last night, I slept through my alarm this morning. It was late for work, but worth it.
Sorry, that's why I didn't go to bed at all. I just stayed up straight through.
I don't know. I would have been making some ghost pepper salsa.
There you go.
What the hell's ghost pepper salsa?
I don't know. It's probably spicy, I guess.
So the next two key dates are the press conference and March 15th when free agency opens. Yeah, I don't think, are the Jets going to re-sign anybody now? Now, do they make a push for Marcus May? I think at this point, he's probably going to want to test free agency, right?
I think most guys are. Him, Poole, Jenkins. And I think they're going to want to have all their assets available to, bring in some potential big names.
Yep. Deshaun Watson is New Jersey right now. I'm not going to listen. I would love to have him. I'm not going to start biting into that at all until there's some kind of message that he likes to play for the Jets or likes him or I don't know. Tyson is worried about inappropriate convo now while we always discuss primetime's bathroom breaks. You guys going to miss drinking on Frank Gore first downs? No.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. Tyson, you're going to be live tweeting at UFC at noon. I don't think I'll be home yet, but I'll definitely be the main card. I definitely will be. Great. Holloway and Cater, man. It's an awesome fight.
Yep.
It's good to see Primetime puts it's good to see Primetime put some effort after all the backpacking Tyson has done. I'm proud of you, Primetime. You've come a long way.
My back was hurting this morning.
Dude. I'm not going to start with you today.
I was doing Instagram. I updated Facebook. I was on LinkedIn for a little bit.
Even you went on LinkedIn too?
Yeah, I went on LinkedIn.
No TikTok?
Been everywhere. No TikTok yet. I got to make a Saleh TikTok. Maybe I'll do it with the Lady Gaga song.
Finally, something good happening for us. It started with Gase going and now getting Saleh. Yeah, dude, man. I'm good with it. I'm excited. You got to be excited now at this point. CJ Mosley finally going to do something other than steal the Jets' money? Let's hope.
Well, in fairness, he didn't steal any money last year. He got paid what, like $800,000 or whatever it was, like some kind of like minimum salary, and his second year contract got pushed. Yeah, it got pushed to this coming year,
which can end up biting us in the ass anyway.
Well, not if he plays like he did in Baltimore. I'd sign up for that.
I just go on. What games are you live streaming this week? We're gonna do Bills Ravens tomorrow night. I think it's 8:00, right?
I think so.
And possibly, depending how the UFC pans out, maybe the main event, which is excellent with Holloway.
Yeah.
And we'll see how next Sunday goes. If we do the McGregor fight, I'm going to be smashed. Absolutely hammered, like slobbering, spilling shit, falling over.
Proper 12, right?
Yeah. Did you see the new Proper 12 bottle?
No.
It has a sweatshirt on it for the fight.
Really?
Oh, yeah, dude. I'll get it tomorrow. I'm going to get it tomorrow, so you'll see it.
Nice. Like, is that like everywhere? Like, do they sell it?
It's like a limited edition shit though.
Oh, okay.
Now you understand what Tyson goes through? Exactly.
No, I don't, because Tyson doesn't do it overnight.
But he sees the chaos I deal with. You had last night was only 300 viewers. There's times we have 1,000.
No. That was at 4 a.m. We were steady around 500-600 most of the stream, and then once we got to 4 a.m., we dwindled down to about 300. But we were still going strong.
I was here last night. Even primetime sunglasses were missing at some point.
Yeah, the sunglasses didn't pop on until about 4.
As soon as news broke, I looked you guys up and nothing. Jesus Christ, it's fucking ruthless. Like you almost think like this is like our full-time job or something.
I wish it was, to be honest. I'd love to get out of teaching and do this full time.
Not sure if you'd already talk about this, but who would you like to be our defensive coordinator?
Aaron Glenn would be the guy for me. I mean, I wouldn't mind Richard either, but the history with Glenn, being a Jet, coming from the Parcells and Sean Payton school, I think that's pretty intriguing.
Yeah, there's a couple good guys out there. Tyson, you just gave every reason why there has to be a live stream from the McGregor fight. The whole card is good, though. You even got Hooker and Chandler. I mean, there's some really good fights on there.
Yep.
McGregor already talking to Khabib, ignoring his fight tomorrow. He doesn't fight tomorrow. He fights a week from tomorrow. So, I mean, I just can't wait, dude. He's just a rare athlete, and his gamesmanship is amazing.
Looks like he bulked up a little bit, too.
Yeah, he's in phenomenal shape. He's changed his whole life, dude. He's got a little bit more mature with certain things. Yeah. Prime time, we need draft party on Zoom.
Well, now that we know we can bring people on here, we could just kind of do it that way for the draft party. We can bring a bunch of people on during the draft. So
our draft party was a mess last year. Oh my God. That was bad.
I'll never forget Hugh passing out with the bag of wine in his hand.
Let's see. What do you think about the deal being 5 years and the opening at defensive coordinator? Well, 5 years is interesting because it's a year longer than Joe Douglas. So the Jets have a little faith, I guess if you get there, you can always extend Joe Douglas to get to that point, right?
Yeah. Nothing else, Dan? No?
I just think it's interesting.
Okay.
I'm curious to see how many years all the coaches get. How many years did Urban Meyer get? Did they say?
Don't know. I'm
curious to see how many coaches are getting 6 years or 5 years or what everybody's getting and what their general managers have. Box wine is where it's at.
There you go, Hugh.
That was funny as hell. What are the best sections in MetLife that are relatively affordable? Depends on when you go, man.
I mean, not that I know of, but there's really no section I feel like that's, kind of lit or anything. I mean, there's the few sections that the opposing fans always take over in the upper deck, but there's no really rowdy sections, I feel like.
Not anymore.
No.
And the tickets aren't that hard to get, man. I mean, it's even the market's come completely down. CJ Beathard would be a good pickup, very good backup, and familiar with the system. And for the record, I want nothing to do with Jimmy Garoppolo. Don't even mention the name. No, the answer is absolutely not. Let him go back to New England.
Yeah, there's some talk about him last night. Shot that down real quick.
Yeah, no thank you.
To do with that.
We didn't like him this year. Tyson, there's a good chance you see my wife in Miami. Okay. Okie gonna go that path. Thanks for being single. This show wouldn't happen if you weren't.
That's true.
Yeah, there's some of the hours we do on this shit. These 8-hour streams are a bit much sometimes.
Yeah, not like I need to be going out on dates or anything.
Can't believe Tyson sleeps. Just kidding. Of course, Tyrone and you were missed last night. I haven't even talked to Tyrone yet, to be honest with you. Gotta see how he's doing.
Just try to bring him on. Yes, he's working right now.
I wonder when Lamar will get the Madden cover curse. I don't know.
Hopefully Sam doesn't get that.
Yeah. The Madden? In the cover of Madden?
Yeah. It's only a matter of time before he's on there.
How is Proper 12? Proper 12 is the whiskey you have after 12, after you've been drinking from 9. So then when you have it at midnight, you can be like, yeah, I'm drinking Conor McGregor stuff. It tastes really good. And you don't really think about what you're drinking. That's how I'll assess Proper 12.
It's strong as hell, though, right? It's doesn't it kind of put you out?
Oh, yeah, dude.
So if you've already been drinking a lot, why would you want it after all that?
Because then you won't really analyze the taste as much as if you're doing it straight sober. If you drink Jameson or something like that, you know what you're drinking. Proper 12 has a little bit not as delightful as other things.
Okay.
But they want to sponsor our show. We're more than happy to promote it and drink as much as they want. We have no problem drinking it anyway.
I'll fucking drink anything if they sponsor the show.
Yeah, me too. Tyson and Kevin, before the hire of Saleh for years, geese used to fly from MetLife upside down. Nothing was worth crapping on then.
Cody always coming in with the jokes. Love it.
Prime time. What are your gambling plays this weekend? Who do you guys like on the spreads? I mean, don't ask if there's going to be a video because we all know there's not going to be one. So let's just.
Well, you know what? I was thinking about riding the momentum from last night and kind of, putting together a video right after this. But no, I definitely love Buffalo. Haven't examined any of the prop bets yet because I've been kind of.
What's the spread on Buffalo?
Last I saw, I think it was 3.5. Forget.
They're favored or given? I mean, are they giving or
they were favored?
Man, I'm rooting for the Bills. That Ravens, that offense could be a problem for them, man.
Yeah, some places have it 2.5, others have it 3. Packers, I know, were 7.5. Some places have it 6.5. Packers, I'd probably buy down. I think they're going to win. I wouldn't expect it to be a blowout, though. Chiefs, I think, are going to blow out the Browns, and then I expect the Saints to win the shootout. Tampa.
All right, let's see what we got here. Where do you think Cam Newton will end up? I don't really care. Urban Meyer got a 7-year deal, $13 million per year. Is that true?
Wow, if he did.
I guess if that's true or not.
What's that, 91 million?
Great job with the 49ers fans last night. It was cool to hear their perspective.
Yeah, a lot of good 49er insight.
They've all reached out, dude. They're all posting messages all over our social media, like just telling like how he's like beloved out there, and they really appreciated him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Tyson, you have any more stories about your bad experience at Heinz Field? What else do you want to know, man? It was a bad experience. So bad that I actually wrote letters to like their head of security. When is the interview with Coach Gase? I don't know. Do we got to do a farewell interview to him still?
I feel like we have to.
All right.
At some point. When you least expect
one more head and neck rotation. Oh, boy. This shit still cracks me up. Is it official with LaFleur? I don't think it's official yet. But I think that once they announce him, like once his, I guess, actual press conference, stuff like that, they'll probably confirm all the hirings and everything else.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, the Breeze. I want an old WWF style loser to lead the game match for Breeze versus Brady playoff game. That would be the ratings and bets. Yeah, I don't even care about that game, to be honest with you. Like, I'm more excited about the other games. I don't know if you are or not, but I'm not.
I think it'll be a good game. I mean, I want to see Brady go home, to be honest. But
hey, congrats, y'all. Congrats on the coach. You guys keeping Darnold or drafting a quarterback?
Keeping Sam.
Jets fan,
whatever the coach wants.
Jets fan in England, too. Love you guys. Let's go. Joe Douglas and Saleh. What's up? If the press conference is Monday or Tuesday, will you be able to live stream it? Well, it'll probably be during the day, probably like 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock, but we can do it that night, whatever the night is. So we both work. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll do a live stream that night.
So we usually we do a show every Tuesday, regardless. But we can do it the day of his press conference. We could definitely do something that night. And as news happens, we can keep doing it. We just got to figure out a day that we're going to do live streams. Like one day every week, we keep doing them like consistently. Oh, I'm sure Dylan's going to do. Primetime puts the same amount of effort on this show as Sam puts accuracy and power in his throws, a.k.a. nada. Last donor for the night, but thanks for this. Thank you, Dylan.
Barely slept, no big deal. Yeah. Only went 3.5 hours last night. No big deal. LaFleur
informed 49ers he will leave with Saleh. It's unofficial but official. Yeah, I saw that. A lot of those guys are reporting that. Aaron Glenn is defensive coordinator. I wouldn't have a problem with it. Not at all.
Yeah, him and Richard.
And like at this point, like whoever like Saleh hires, you kind of have faith in him. He's a defensive guy. Like he thinks, I don't know.
And he's still probably going to be calling the plays too.
Yep. Well, I mean that's the question you got to ask him though. Is he going to be a CEO where he lets his defensive coordinator call it and watches over the whole team, or is he going to? That's something he's got to answer.
No, that's true too.
Because the whole thing the Jets, what Chris Johnson kept saying was the CEO type guy, manage the whole team. Tyson, I guess you're giving up on the Greg Williams interview. Yeah, they didn't respond back to me. I heard back from pretty much everybody but them. Brian Hoyer and Denzel Mims would be a top 5 duo. Brian Hoyer? What?
No, thank you.
Will you guys be live streaming the draft? Absolutely.
Yep.
We do all kinds of stuff. We're gonna have on. We'll have like this offseason. We'll have on draft experts, salary cap experts. We'll get on different guests. Not sure if we're gonna go for any players or not. If we, I guess we could try, but I'm not really sure who they can come on or not. But
should get Nick Mangold on. I got his barbecue sauce.
I'm sure you could do it. We could probably get some of those guys on. We can get Antonio Cromartie on.
Yeah.
Fan in Scotland loving the hire. Hopefully now it makes a trip to MetLife worth it the next few years. Absolutely, man. Let's hope. Nice to be relevant again, competitive again. Did you read the story on Saleh's brother being in the Twin Towers from 9/11 and that inspiring him to chase his coaching dream? Phenomenal story. I think it's in Sports Illustrated, isn't it? Yeah. If you haven't read that story, it's an excellent story, though, how it kind of like it changed his life.
Yeah. Life's too short. Go after what you love.
Yep. Hey, prime time. I cooked the steak exactly like you said to it. I've been in the hospital with ultra mega food poisoning ever since. I'm not angry or spiteful. Just please pray for me.
Well, clearly you did not cook it like I said, because there would be no way you would get food poisoning unless you just didn't have the temperature up high enough. You didn't cook it all the way through. Whatever you did, I don't know what you did, but clearly you didn't do it the way I did it.
Get Fireman Ed back on. That we can do. I can text him, get it back on.
I'm sure he's loving this hire.
I'm sure he's all fired up. It's impossible not to be fired up.
Yeah, fellow Balds unite.
Tyson need to get Fireman Ed on. Yeah, I'll definitely get a hold of him. I'm sure he'll come on. Let's see what we got here. Time is flying, man. It's almost 10 o'clock. Poor prompt done.
I'm good.
This whole Deshaun Watson thing being in the jersey is just funny as shit, man.
What is he doing here? Like, is there a reason he's here right now?
I don't know. I'm not even gonna go down that path. I'm not getting my hopes up. Is marijuana a good rub for steak, primetime?
Never tried it, to be honest.
I think primetime tried to kill him. Sup, boys? Did you make it sizzle? Medium rare is the best. Oh, yeah. This is where the live stream goes right to shit.
It's always like the 90-minute mark usually.
It just goes right to hell.
Yep.
That's when the buzz kicks in a little bit. You're like, I can go through these comments. You want to change the culture, you give the Texans what they want for Watson. That's how you change the culture. Free agents will be attracted to coming here. Well, I mean, I think that you're changing it right now, getting this coach that players want to play for, and that everybody's giving a lot of credit for. Watson's a statement, though. Oof.
Yeah, I think Saleh changes the culture more than anything. You have a coach, players, respect him. They want to come play for him. I think that's your biggest culture changer right there. So whether or not you can convince Watson to want to come here, I think that's different.
I hope we're right with this hire, fellas. We better not fall on our faces. Let's stay positive, man. That's all we can do.
I'm going to embrace this one until I have a reason not to.
That's it. Right now, it's a time to just be happy and positive, man. Just, let's see, where was that? Supposedly Watson was in New York picking up a car he bought for a friend. I think it was his agent or something like that. Oh. I remember reading that. I saw it. I was like, what? I'm like, okay. Yeah. He was it's for his manager. We think the press conference is going to be Monday because they usually don't have press conferences on a playoff weekend. The NFL likes to keep the attention on the teams. Thoughts on training for Garoppolo? No. Good job, guys. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Joe.
Prime timer wrote me off. I've already been replaced in one night, so it's I'm waiting for my firing papers, like my firing email. You've been fired.
Let's talk about replacing Tyrone last night.
What?
Yeah.
Why? What's wrong with Tyrone now? He waffled, didn't he? I think he waffled.
He waffled a little bit. Some people wanted the other truck driver on. Some people wanted Jay to replace him. Some people wanted all four of us on the stream. A lot of crazy shit going on last night.
It's so hard. It's hard to manage all this shit, man. Yep. Oh, Monday's a holiday. It's right, Martin Luther King Day. Maybe it isn't Monday then. Yeah, I don't know when they're going to do it. Maybe it's Tuesday. The key thing is to make sure to record the names of everyone who loved the hire in cases all hell breaks loose and they swore they never liked the hire. Carlos, that happens anyway, man. And the cool thing is a lot of the tweets everybody attacks us, we keep them. The Ryan Fitzpatrick supporters and the ones that loved it, Coach Adam Gase, and we were being too negative. All those guys, we know who they all are. They go back and delete all their shit. There we go. When is Primetime going to start selling Primetime steaks with a picture of his glasses on it?
Ooh.
That's not a bad idea, man.
It's a good idea.
We can market you.
That's a good idea. We really got to start doing some shirts.
We can get sponsorships. Not only do we do a live stream, we have cooking with Primetime. It could be a special segment we can market.
All those dry rub companies that I use should be getting sponsors.
Guys, Allen Robinson or Godwin are not coming here to play with Sam. That's a guarantee. Maybe Juju because of Sam connection. You have to get Watson or draft rookie QB to reset the rookie contract.
If you give Allen Robinson or Chris Godwin a contract that is greater than any other contract that they can get, they will come play for the Jets. It'll have nothing to do with Sam.
Juju is a piece of work, man.
Money will talk, especially with wide receivers.
I like Juju as a player, but his off-the-field shit is just I'm not sure about that one. As your channel's most loyal supporter, I'm willing to do comments for a stream for $1 an hour prime time.
Ooh, it's not bad. See, the problem is though, he's going to filter out all the positive Sam Darnold comments. So I don't know if I trust him on that yet.
Wait, there's a good one here. Hold on. I want a primetime apron. Do you guys need a shirt vendor? I know a guy. Muppets and Puppets shirt? We gotta do positive shirts now. We gotta do like something. I don't know.
We gotta get our Let's Talk Jets shirts back.
Yeah, we do. We definitely should do that. We already have them. Like it shouldn't be too hard to do. We just gotta figure out how to do it. Primetime Longhorn saw the video and said you can have your job back.
I don't want to go back into the food industry. That was
best places to stay when you come for a game. Been coming from Scotland once a year, but stay in Manhattan. Keeps the girlfriend happy, but getting to and from games a pain. Well, if you stay in Jersey, you can stay in like Jersey City, or you can stay like on right on the other side of Manhattan, like Hoboken, Jersey City over there. And then you're a boat ride away or train ride away from the city, and you're not too far away from the stadium either.
Or if you're just looking for something convenient, I mean, there's plenty of hotels right outside the stadium. You can wake up and you're there.
There's nothing to do there, though, dude. There's nothing to do in East Rutherford. You stay like in like that area over there, like Hoboken area over there. You're right by the water. A nice little walk along the water with your girlfriend. Keep her happy. And you go out, get drunk Saturday night, and go to game on Sunday.
True.
New shirt. Eat your. What the hell is that? Vegetables?
I think broccoli or something. Salad.
Shirts we made. Let's Talk Jets and cooking with prime time.
There we go.
Do it. Yeah, we gotta do our Let's Talk Jet shirts. We just Tyson, you should have heard what Prime Time said he would give for Mac. And this is surprising to me because all I know is build offense. You don't give player away.
I know. Perhaps I got a little overzealous with my trade compensation. But no, I said Khalil Mack, like there's one of like 3 or 4 guys I'd be willing to give up significant compensation for on the defensive side.
Your whole thing has been offense.
I know, but I'm saying a guy like Khalil Mack, a guy like TJ Watt or an Aaron Donald, like those are complete fucking game changers. If you can get a guy like that on your defense, you do it. Now, is 2 first-round picks probably too much? Yeah. But I know I'm waffling here. I know. I'm saying there's a big difference between those guys and, signing, Joe Schmo as a free agent for, $7-8 million a year. If you can get a prominent elite stud pass rusher like
everything you're preaching for months.
But Khalil Mack's fucking different, dude. You even said yourself you love Khalil Mack.
But no. It's nothing about Khalil Mack. You've been telling me
I know.
You build around your young quarterback, running backs, wide receivers, offensive line.
I know that. Khalil Mack would change my mind, though.
You guys do realize you would have so many more subscribers if you marketed better? We just don't care, man. Listen, we try.
Yeah, I saw somebody else mention like putting the bell by the subscribe. I don't even know how to do that. So
put the what?
Like apparently there's like a bell thing you can put to like make people subscribe. I don't know. I don't know how to do any of this shit.
A bell? Like, what the fuck? Where's the bell go?
I don't know. I don't know how this shit works.
Man. What are you gonna do? I mean, we try our best. Let's see. Chicago hasn't gone anywhere with Max since he's joined them. That's because friggin' Trubisky's terrible.
I'll tell you, for the last 2-3 years since he's been in Chicago, every time I put on a primetime game with them, he's making strip sacks on elite quarterbacks. So, I mean,
I wanted to sell my soul for him like 2 years ago when he was available, and McHagnon didn't get the fucking deal done.
Yeah, he's still only 29 years old, so it's not like he's at the end of his career. I mean, he's still got at least probably 4 or 5 more years of premium play left.
I've always enjoyed your shows all year. I had a problem, and I'm still having a problem figuring out the way to fast forward your next live stream to the end where you guys are at your best. That's just fucked up. Oh my god! Bring the shirts back or we riot. Why is everybody so? We'll bring him back. I'll make that. We got to get a hold of Jay, and we have already had him made. We just got to figure out how we can what we do because we gave away like a bunch of them, didn't we?
Yeah, I gave one to Shaq. I forget who else I sent one to.
Tyrone got one.
Yep.
A lot of people that got them. And know what the fucked up thing was? A lot of them we mailed out. I keep all the receipts, and I you see confirmed delivered. I'm like, all right, I'm not getting a thank you. Maybe this shirt looks like shit. Like, maybe they don't like it. I just checked out last night's Prime stream. Who is this Jason dude? He looks like the Moose guy on WFAN and live callers. What the fuck?
So Jason is the former owner of NYSF Mag, which I now run. We used to do a free magazine every month. The pandemic kind of put that out of business for a little bit, but we're hoping, once the football season starts up again, we'll be back with it. But right now he's working with Gary V over there, so he's doing a great job with that.
Tyson, all the visiting teams stay at the Westin in Jersey City. I've stayed there. It's beautiful. That's where the UFC would keep all their guys too when they would fight in Newark. That's where they all stay too. It's awesome. It's a beautiful place. Is this the famous Tyson that was sleeping when I was hired? Yes, it is. No, I'm not famous. Yes,
he wanted to meet you last night. He said he heard a lot about you.
Yeah, I'm sure. He's probably like, are you the guy that keeps creating all this chaos? No, Primetime is a star. I'm just here trying to support the comments here now.
No, you're the star of the show, man.
Sure,
I'm just here.
No, man,
you're in the background.
What the hell is this? Give 4 first-round picks for Mac. For Mac? No. This whole comment's a disaster. What? This is horrendous. Tyson got a what the fuck correct. Just, let's see. Where does this isn't look going? Hold on. Making sure it's. Oh wait, there's a really good comment. Shit, I just missed it. Oh, this is another one though. Tyson, can I remember the Jets released Le'Veon? Was that a good move? Personally, I think the Jets staff were being nominated for the Nobel Prize. Well played. Well played.
Cody always got the jokes.
This is true. Oh, here it is. Tyson, Primetime, do you all provide insurance to the people who want to get paid for doing the comments because they need that policy if they get carpal tunnel?
I was getting it last night a little bit.
It's not easy, man. Needy, best of 2020, best vid of the live streams. We're actually working on that.
Yeah, Romeo's been helping out with a lot of that. We've been posting some of the clips on Instagram where I think we're up to week 5. So yeah, just check that out.
Yeah, we want to thank Romeo too, man, because he's dealing with both of our chaotic asses and he's helping us out. We have no idea about technology, or I know I don't. Like
I'm learning though. I'm learning how to do it, believe it or not. Yep. Another thing I'm checking off, which is why my back's hurting so much.
Live stream the Bills rate. Bro, seriously? So let me get this straight. Do you ever look at our Twitter account, all the shit I deal with all day long on Talk Jets Radio on Twitter?
Yeah.
You post one little thing on Instagram, you do a little fucking video, and then you take 3 days off.
No, I got
every day, all day.
Hold on. I have Instagram, I have TikTok, I have Facebook.
TikTok has like 2 videos on it.
I'm working. I'm trying to figure out like all the technology. Like there's a lot of things with TikTok that you have to learn. It's very technology.
We're gonna start doing interviews with you. We're gonna interview you sometime and ask you all the questions of what you do and how you're doing with things.
TikTok's not easy, man.
Who the draft experts, salary cap guys, Jeff Floyd, Connor Rogers, Tony Pauline, a bunch of them, dude. We have like 4 or 5 guys when you get on. Joe Corey is a salary cap guy who's phenomenal. He knows this shit inside out and backwards. So we got a bunch of them. So don't worry, we got it covered. I assure you. We've been doing this a while. We have some good connections. We just haven't been using them because the Jets haven't been relevant. Nobody really cares. So, yeah, thank you, Romeo. Romeo helps us a lot, man, because I don't know shit. We have ideas. Like, we have this idea. Can you help us? And then we're like, have fun. So, make a shirt where it says expectation, bathe the steak in butter. Underneath it says, in reality, the butter is non-existent. Dylan with his A game tonight.
Dylan always taking shots.
You guys know Tony Pauline. How did you meet him? I've never met him, but he's been on our show a couple times. We've actually had him on for like draft interview stuff. And he's super cool. He was actually really good. He's really informative. He knows his shit, man. Like he gives like detailed information, like legitimate information about the coaches, general manager. Like he knows his shit for real.
And he broke all the McCagnon stuff.
Yep. Yeah, he did. Eric, have a good night. Let's see what we got here. Primetime, can we get consistent betting videos next season? Maybe you can watch the film, see where you can get better for next season.
Yes. I promise. Next year we will have betting videos every week. I promise on that one.
That's some bullshit.
I'll sign a contract.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then what you do, and if you don't do it, there's a punishment.
That's fine.
All right,
like a shotgun punishment or something like that. That's fine.
Any current Jets players happy with new head coach hire? A lot of them. John Myers, Becton, Quinnen, all the important ones. Sam Darnold posted something. They're all excited, man. You know, it was really cool too when Sam Darnold posted his message, like his next year's gonna be a better year message on Instagram. Do you see all his teammates that were underneath in his comments?
Yep.
All of them were in there, dude. All of them. That was cool to see that.
That's a leader. Well respected.
Just give him credit a little bit, but you got to go all above and beyond.
That's what it is, though. They respect him. They respect, the fact that he went out there. He took his beating, didn't throw anybody under the bus. They have his back. He's their quarterback. They're going down
time. Jags fan here. Love your channel. Keep up the good work. And one question: if Jets stick with Sam, should they trade down the Bengals at 5 and pick and draft Kyle Pitts? He's a monster.
So if I'm trading down to 5, I'm taking my receiver there, and then I'm using that 23rd pick and some of the extra capital that I got. I'm moving up, and I'm getting Pitts.
Yeah. I would take Pitts at 5.
No,
but I would move. Like I'm with you, dude. Like that first round pick, I move up and get another like elite playmaker.
Yep. Devontae Smith and Pitts together would be fucking amazing.
Only 6 more hours to go. What, to die?
Oh, to make it till 4:20 like I did last night.
When did I show Sam love?
Just now, talking about his Instagram.
Just give him credit. Like he posted a nice message. I said, team. I was giving his teammates credit for supporting him.
No,
he buried them all year long.
No, you were acknowledging that his teammates clearly see him as a leader.
No. I said they acknowledged him. I never called him a leader. You put the word leader. I've never said leader ever. I said they acknowledged him and they gave him credit. They just said things. I never said Sam was leader. Never said those words ever.
But clearly, I mean, if he wasn't a leader, they're not posting on his Instagram.
Teammate. He's a teammate.
Oh,
they're all being supportive of him. They know he's down and out. They're trying to help him.
Okay, that's what it is.
Wish we could have a screen capture Tyson's eye rolls every time Primetime says something supporting Sam. Oh, shit. What do we got here? Resign Le'Veon Bell and trade for Jamal Adams? Oh, come on, man.
Oh, God. I see McCagnon's enter the chat also.
You are happy about it? Stop it. What am I happy about? I'm happy about the coach, for sure. James Morgan with a comment here.
There is a leader in Sam that is dying to come out. He just needs to start winning. He needs
to try to hide the feelings about winning. You're right. I'm keeping it positive tonight. I'm keeping everything positive tonight. I'm trying to keep everybody in a good mood. It's all about the coach right now, not about the quarterback in the draft. That'll come soon enough. Let's see. What do we got? Tyson, I hope you're okay with Darnold. Mike is going to coach him up. He better. That's what he's getting hired for.
Why is Saleh still wearing a Niner shirt?
I don't know.
Jet stuff right now.
Yeah, we need a better. Tyson, you say anything close to being nice about Darnold, that Primetime is going to run with it. He's looking for a glimmer of hope, Tony. I know how it works, man. Any glimmer of hope, he is all over. He'll screen capture it, save it. But I'm not like Tyrone, though. I don't waffle. I'll stay close to my guns here.
I don't waffle.
You know what's fucked up, though, is that whenever somebody waffles on our show, whether it's a caller or Tyrone, dude, then instantaneously they get attacked on the YouTube. Like people are onto like, he waffled. I heard this shit, and I'm like,
yep.
I take a picture of it. I sent Tyrone. He's like, bro, I'm like, dude, you can't you just can't do that, man.
The callers missed nothing. Even in the chat last night, like Jay's microwave was like blinking with a timer in the background. Like there was a million comments on that. Like, dude, fix your microwave. Like you guys missed nothing. So
nothing, dude. I told Tyrone, like, listen, you may think something, but if you don't say that, dead man walking. You have no shot.
Yep.
So we'll do a couple more here. So tomorrow night, 8:00 prime time, right? For the Bills Ravens. We're definitely going to do that. Maybe a little bit earlier for the UFC. We'll see. And thank you to Primetime for doing that last night because I was way out in no man's land sleeping.
Thank you to everyone that actually joined us and stayed up all night. And it was a phenomenal time. So I enjoyed it.
You guys follow Saleh on Twitter. I'm not sure if that's his account or not, though. That seems kind of shady.
I think it is because there was somebody that like tagged him in a tweet, like an agency or something, like congratulating him, and he liked it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm thinking it might be his, but
that'd be cool if he did that.
Yeah.
Do all the playoff games this weekend? What do you know? Come on, we need to we need to get sleep. You guys are the best. Thank you. It's not his real account. Yeah, it was weird. Like the only 4 things he followed was like
Richard Sherman.
Yeah. Let's see. It's a shame the players had to say goodbye to Sam. Time for Fields. Jamison Crowder taking a shot.
Crowder's going to be out of here before Sam is.
That could be true too. That could be true. Let's see. We'll do one more prime time.
Sounds good.
Tyson, when Saleh left, did you think he was going to sign with us? I had 0 expectations when he left to Philly. Nope. I thought he was gone. We did a video on it. Yeah, I was like, I thought the Jets blew it because they were trying to play, due diligence game. I thought that once he left, he wasn't coming back. So I'll be completely transparent. I think you thought the same thing. Yeah. And I was fearing, if I'm being completely transparent, I thought it was going to be Joe Douglas or Doug Peterson. I had that. I was all kind of going like, oh, wow, it's going to be Doug Peterson or Plan C, because I kind of figured that Saleh would go wherever. Arthur Smith would go to the Falcons. Daboll's going to go to Chargers. And we're going to be sitting there like, all right, now who do we get? Like the scenario where it's like the worst case scenario, which we're used to.
Yeah, especially when I think it was Ralph Acciano reported that they did have some communication with Peterson, and then Saleh leaves the building. Arthur Smith is here. I'm like, great, where is this going now? But at least they got it done. So
I'm still tired from last night and taking a shot on air with you guys. Well, Derek, thank you.
Did some victory toast last night.
Yeah, I'll do some heavy drinking tomorrow night for the Bills game because I got to train tomorrow morning. But I'll definitely do something tomorrow night and get a little crazier if you guys want.
Yeah, we'll do a shot.
Live stream defensive coordinator. I don't think that, but any update they do though, we'll definitely do the all the updates and live streams and everything else. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it. Tomorrow night, 8:00, and that's it.
Have a good night.